There we go. Good afternoon, everyone. We are back with this next training room tournament, number 9. I hope you're all having a lovely afternoon. Apologies for the little delay in starting. Interesting developments in BRAWLHALA since last time I've been running a tourney. But we have got it fixed and we are ready to go with our first match. This is in the upper bracket round 2. Welcome to the chat, Jira, and I am going to try and pronounce that SDQD, done quick, lovely all. We have the matchup of, let's get it, we have Plex, who's been in a couple of training tours before. We've been seeing them play decently well, but you know, maybe this could be Plex's day, versus I believe a newcomer Skeletsu to the scene, out here with the ransom. So the slightly the newer legend with the funny circle and the bow. I'm gonna give them the good to go, so I can stop yapping, cut with the chit chat, get to the click clack. That's what it's about sometimes. Let's get that moved over. We'll go into map banning for our first set of the day. We got this. Is that the new card scheme actually for ransom? The what is it? Blood red or whatever they're calling it. I forget. Very funny, by the way. I like how it took them 3 years to put into game the most obvious Ascended Legend. I wonder if we'll be seeing
3, 2,
Ascended
1,
Vortex. Is it actually nearly there. But we have none of that as we go into game 1. We've got Skeletsu out here instantly with the Chakrams, not even spinning it, going right in with the big hits. Crazy down there as well, hits the side stick as well. Really presenting a lot of buttons real quick. Blake's got to take a little moment to compose real quick, because that was a lot of damage put out very quickly. And that could be the instant. I love that's the second time they've done it. The little dodge reverse side stick over the edge because you get the gravity little interrupt as well. Here's an interesting one. Welcome to the chat, Fern. This is game 1. Nice. Sends up with the bow. We're going for the split chakra slightly. No, we're not. Psych. Skeletsu really out here on these platforms, having a great time. And especially with the high height of them, there's a lot of room to play around with. It's music is going to go wide. Down there is going to be avoided by Plex. Plex really needed to get their foot in the game real quick. They've been playing like fine, but just Plex's been just getting loads of neutral weeks in a row. Just like free air, no punish on that side stick, because it's tough, right? Because disadvantage state is really real. That's another side stick. Who's winning? It is definitely Skeletsu out on top in this game number 1. But these are all best of 5 sets in the training tournament, so there's a lot more Valor to be played. Plex coming in with the side stick of their own. Not the only one that can play that. Oh, looking to kind of pressure off stage, but really doesn't want to commit to anything. The Kazushai, by the way, is not quite going to connect there. Oh, solid misses. Gets one there. Skeletsu's kind of slowing things down a little bit, not really going too crazy. I mean, you're up so much, you don't really have to. Looking to extend this stock lead, but Plex finally gets the sword side air. Not going to stick with it though, going to go with the gauntlet, see if he gets some pummeling strings real quick. Double neutral light is going to whip. Both players really expensive a lot. The chat comes in back there for Skeletsu. Does not want it, tosses it away. It's still actually rolling over there. The dodge to recall though with him there doesn't get too much advantage on that, but that's a nice dodge lead of an interesting wake up for Skeletsu. So Plex definitely not out of this game or this set in the slightest, even though it might not be. It'd be a difficult game to win. It's now even more difficult with double shots coming through. Looking to get D-Light on the bow. Another wake up D-Light from Skeletsu. That's dangerous. It's been thrown out twice. Gets the read. No, doesn't get the read. Doesn't get the dodge. But does pull on timing. Side sig, perfectly spaced over the edge. It's going to actually bring things to last stock all of a sudden. Skeletsu's going to be nervous. That second stock didn't really look too confident. Picks up the chakras, does get that side sig. But there's, that is not going to be quite it yet. The force on Ransom not being too quickly behind. That sort of post not quite new legend where they've maybe slightly overlapped it. Or maybe not. That comes in, there comes in. Looking for the ground pound though to really send Skeletsu to keep off stage. Plex really making this closer. Neutral light comes through. Gets the chase, gets the dodge as well. Solid recovery, looking another recovery. But Skeletsu is able to get finally the knockout on that game. But that was a lot closer than the first 20 seconds might have suggested. Skeletsu really, really not quite as bold as firstly they once were in that game. But they do get the first game victory. And we're going to go into game number 2 on Small Wasteland. No legend swaps, not even a color swap, not even a drip change. None of that. We're just going to keep going as it will be. And we'll see what happens
3, 2,
here. So,
1, brawl!
much less platform mileage. Double neutralite, what a world we live in. Really, this, I mean, like always, this is game 2 streamed on the tournament. But this already means something. if we're just going to be pressing neutral in front of the weapon, commit nothing, no one's going to flex. But for once now, they finally, for first time, have a damage lead. Skeletsu's not had a lot of answers. Picks up the fuse chakrams again, which is what put them so much mileage to begin with. But gets the read on the dodge in. Plex secures that first knockout with side recovery after reading the dodge through the Gargan side. Like, lovely stuff. Skeletsu does not want that bow. They want the chakrams. Instant sizing, but Plex is going to be completely fine. The lack of platform there makes it much less tricky to work around, as you can rather just jump over it. The horizontal, so the vertical, not that cannot be too great on that one. Another thing we're going to do, Plex, it doesn't even feel the need to find that one. As Skeletsu is going to go off stage, perfectly safe, but doesn't quite get hit anyway. Another time he comes through. Skeletsu gets the, goes for another reverse dash. Side-sig, goes back on the platform. It's almost getting a little predictable. Every time their foot touches on it, it's probably one of the only options they've got for. Flex definitely locked in on that one. But Side-sig is going to be enough. And Skeletsu is going to tie up the stocks. Definitely not out of it yet. Definitely able to not let the momentum be too far in Plex. It's caught Salo in the corner. It's going to be put back to in a really bad spot. Ground pound bonks on the stage though. Another new light comes out quicker. Got enough dash. Nah, not quite. Switching over to the sword down like ground pound. It's going to be a nice bit damage build, but Skeletsu is so scared over the corner of the stage. Comes back to side, comes back to center stage, but only with a side kick. Not really able to get the front foothold. Really playing this corner and wanting to maybe bait Plex into perhaps going off stage to get a cheesy knockout. The chakrams there is managing, misses the jump unfortunately on the side air. He's gonna give Skeletsu a little bit more mileage. That actually could give Skeletsu the stock on a missed input and that's recovery. Going high. Neutralite for the one way. Plex sends off stage. Skeletsu just barely makes it back. Whether they're off, he's gonna score. The recovery doesn't come through, and that was barely the last little bit of the recovery there. Now comes the stage, this is absolutely, this could go either way. What is that neutralite? Just staring at, it's actually not in position to actually defend anything, because any button there other than jump just puts you on too many recovery to do anything. Finally, a neutralite is going to kill, but that was a really tense moment right there. Both on the edge, dubious haymaker, but it kind of works out. Flake's looking to get the punish, but not Smith doesn't face it correctly and gives Skeletsu the D-light that they actually really wanted, the call an ambulance move. But we go into last stock, game number 2. What is happening right now? So I think off stage, but it's safe, right? It's safe. That's the smart stuff. Because either it hits and it's great news, or it misses, but you're too far away to really be punished for it. Even then, even the funky spacing when you do the side stick in the air like that, it's just not something that you're going to be that practiced for. Like most when you punish the side stick, your muscle memory says just do some sort of ground and attack, because that's what most of them are. So when it's in the air, it's tough. But like still not falling into the note, just letting things step back to neutral. Another side stick, but actually that one was let go too quickly. In fact, actually stayed together. But
Player 2 wins.
That is a recovery from the fuse chakrams. No cheese, none of that. Just a very regular chakram gameplay. Not even split chakram. Just keeping it fused and keeping things sensible is going to give Skelets the 2-0 lead, which definitely is not insurmountable, by any means. I think Plex definitely can get around this, but they just need to be a bit more crispy on their promotions. Skeletu is giving a lot of openings. And this is why we do best of 5s and not best of 1s, or I know sometimes let's do 3s, but we're doing best of 5s. So it gives you the time to really think about your options. So we get the interesting swap on win from Skeletu. Going over to the Bryn, which I think is actually
3, 2,
you see a lot. I feel like maybe Skeletu thought perhaps the ransom kit was kind of like maybe Plex was no longer perplexed by all the moves. A lot of the side things weren't hitting anymore from Skeletu, so the ransom may have sort of done its mileage and don't need to get the 2-0 lead. And all we have to do is get one more game with the Bryn, with a new set of signatures, with a new set of weapons as well. Plex is not going to be ready playing it at all. That's a missed jump though on that set. It's going to be a difficult move there. The left dash down. We get approach, but Plex is staying nice and firmly on the ground. And Skeletu is just kind of up. Not from particularly in the switch place, but just 1,000 cuts from Spear. With it, ground pound interesting on the stage, but Plex catches the dash through the neutral light, the moment as well. Plex definitely a big fan of the stage, but starting on the side of the stage is going to do it for Plex, give him a stock lead, which is good stuff. If you're Plex, or a fan of Plex, or a fan of Plex, or however you want to go, I think Skeletu might be having connection issues. No bars, possibly, but Plex respecting it. Going to give Skeletu some time to refresh. Okay, they're back. Lovely stuff. And we'll get right back into this game. And, oh, wait a minute! And then they, after all that wait, they're getting absolutely robbed by their own weapon toss. That is unfortunate right there. I'll give it another minute and maybe that'll be right. The axe, really what with a certain kill, and Plex is absolutely cashing that in. That was unfortunate, but it happens, right? And Plex needs to get every single neutral light and nair that they want for that. So a little stage can be risky though. Fades away, but they were not able to get around the massive spear ground pound there, and that is going to get things started even. How many things from Plex right there? The mid-space neutral light has really been Plex's bread and butter for just sort of what to do with neutral. Plex being pushed off stage. Definitely a lot more presence from Skeletu this game. So in the previous ones they played a lot more at the edge, a lot more unorthodox. Now they're going in for a lot more straightforward stage presence, which is what gets you these advantage states. Puts Plex high in the sky, looking for a D-Light Sare. I find it looking for a D-Light again. He really wants that D-Light. At the same time, the D-Light D-Sig is not going to connect to the Plex stage around it. Gets the Nair recovery is interesting follow-up. You don't see that too often. A bizarre down sig. Maybe it needs to improve, or maybe it could be a hard call out. Sometimes the two are indistinguishable. Final dare, not quite necessary for Skeletu there, but they are going to tap it in regardless. And maybe one storage there. We have seen very little axe. Actually primed it to be a spear for Skeletu. All on. Well, okay. Now we should be seeing a little bit of axe from Skeletu. You absolutely cannot prime 2 weapons in a row. And we'll see what Plex can get out of this final state. Not too much. Let's just able to dash through and get the weapons off. Actually, never mind. With the axe putting it work, that was definitely interesting coming out of there. Plex with space fights. Gets a down air, loses the project. Gets another down air as well. One more option. Does make it back to stage and takes a lot of damage forwards. Plex definitely on the background here, and we need to pull out a lot if they want to make it to a game 4. Otherwise, Skeletu is going to take it right here. D-Light Sentai. Plex is so nervous. Sizing on stage. Is going to be punished by the neutral light on the axe. That was an entire stock of axe on Skeletu, barely touch on it, and it's going to see them progress to the next round of winners bracket. What does Skeletu for the sometimes fiendish but this time effective swap on win to the Bryn? It's going to send Val down to the elimination side. Of course, their tournament run is not over yet. They'll have plenty more rounds in elimination to do. but we very well may see them again later on in the afternoon. In any case, we're going to go to a quick break where we go find our next match, and I'll see you all in a minute. There we go, and we are back with our next set. This is the next round of the winners side of brackets. We have Stormy _GR versus Zip Pit Rage. From Zip Pit Esports is the clan. Repping oh no, sorry, not clans anymore. My B, we call them guilds nowadays. Cool. Okay, we can start the match now. So we have no legend swaps, no legend picks, sorry, quite yet. Never mind, we're ready to go. We got pretty vintage Jala versus Zariel. So no shared weapons between the two of them, but yeah, I mean, it's a bit hard to really predict exactly what's going to happen as we are just at the very start of this first game, but we will see how things progress between Stormy and between Zippet.
3, 2, 1,
see whether Zippet is going to zip it on those things, but they can't win this match. As you get straight into things, so what do we have? They're definitely sort of feeding out a lot of jumping around earlier on from Stormy. Zippet really playing towards the stage, very statement delight over the side of the stage, saying they're absolutely fine with hanging around over there. Another grab consolidate from Stormy, that's another option they've definitely presented quite a lot quite early on. And so they get back to the centre of the stage. They're Sen on the company. Nutrisig is an interesting play, very tricky signature to hit, very interesting. Very bizarre hitboxes on where you are. Just turns around and side six, so Zippet not ready for that one. Gets kind of the dodge read, or maybe I guess kind of reaction, but does guard the weapon with a down signature. It's going to lead to Stormy taking a quick lead in this game. Finds a new side as well. Not going to push too hard. Interesting sort of upwards reads with the sidelight there, and the Zippet sort of staying back here, really trying to figure out where exactly their opening is. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of playing around for it. As Stormy gets another neutral side sync, he's going to stay on stage, but finally a little bit of advantage from Zippet, but Stormy able to get back on with not too much trouble. The solid recovery is going to send high. Nearly gets the read with the second one. Turned around properly, but just waited a little bit too long. There, into recovery. It's actually humbling out here. Zippet just really can't get things started too much with the Jala here. The axe could be what is needed to get the stock taken. Nair recovery, nearly a second recovery as well with chase dodge, but Zippet jumps out of the way. Weapon down is going to relieve the pressure. The music is going to catch a jump, but barely lands on the stage, which is really bad. Down signature, charged up all the way, and Zippet quite lucky to not be pulled into that one. The down thing, double down thing as well, but actually Zippet is going to work on that one. Nearly gets to be the double jump on the music there. Zippet staying all the way back with the unarmed kit, but really doesn't get the weapon. Sends away. Stormy not going to over to slow. Goes really low though, but Zippet not quite ready to punish such a delayed recovery back to the stage. Gets the dodge down with the recovery. That's nearly going to hit. Zippet's got one more chance to get this, at least this first stop from Stormy. Dodge down again is risky, but it works out. Delight nearly sent high. Can they find it? Can Zippet find it? That's another Delight. Gets the solid there. Recovery in comes through. The neutral signature is going to give Zippet the first stock. We're on the board. We're on the board. And we'll see what Zippet can do for the remainder of this game. I mean, what you sort of really want is to get sort of the downloads to think about what Stormy might be getting up to. If you can get just a couple nice little neutral wins to end off the game, that's cool, but things are going to end pretty quickly as Stormy are taking the JV3 stock there. Not touched on their last one. Will send us into game number 2. We'll see if there's any switch ups from Zippet. Actually, now I think about it, maybe I think I've been doing this wrong. I think Zippet is the guild, right? So therefore, Zippet Rage is just their tag is just Rage. So I'm going to correct that right now. This is now the match of Rage versus Stormy. As I think we do see a swap from Rage to the Synthwave Cassidy with the cool guns as well. So it's definitely a variety pick.
3,
right here.
2,
Not too
1,
many shared
brawl.
traits between Cassidy and Jala, but and then of course maybe that could be just what's needed. Or we'll see. Starlight, however, is going to be overspaced. good spacing for Stormy, but the nair stacking, the juggling really going high. Double sail as well. Feeling confident enough to go for turn around, going to cancel down light as well. The ground pound is dubious, looking for the quick option as well. A new lease of life here from Rage. Really switched on for this game number 2. But the side stick is going to send over the side of the stage, that's tricky. Does get back on stage, nearly could have nailed as well. Big player picks the weapon, does neutralite. Stormy looking a bit lost after having such a dominant game 1. The Cassidy has really been setting Rage alight here. We'll see what the hammer can do. Doesn't struggle too much finding stocks. I did actually check the stances, what we're coming into for this game. Side of the stage doesn't dodge Rage, but you guys see it regardless. Recovery into the dare is going to be dodged. No Mafia today, unfortunately. It's going to be a long time until we see one of those on stream again. And Stormy does manage to take the first stock. But Rage not too far behind. Do you like recovery? Is definitely going to be enough if from the correct part of the stage. Share from there though isn't going to be quite what we're looking for. But Stormy is going to be trying to like it down. Do like Sarah, but that is barely not going to be enough. I'm not feeling quite confident enough to recover either. The hammer, ooh, risky, but actually the high dex on Cassidy. I don't know if it's super dances a lot out here, but in any case, low recovery frames is going to give you like there. Sidelight, look at the knockback on that thing. Quite a lot of damage on top of it. Nair is difficult there. Side neutral sig sends off stage. Looking to finish things, but lovely, perfect punish there with the hammer, punishing the down at the side of the stage. So you're not going to get me one of those. The approach weapon toss. D-Light turnaround dare is a baller option as well. Not quite a lot of prowess here from Rage on the Cassidy. We'll see if we can get some more things going here. Sidelight, but just lets it hang. And the down light for the other direction is going to be a straightforward punish with a side sig. We'll see if we can get the edge guard here. Double neutral dodge. Both players really wanting to maximise the lead. Stormy probably a bit thinking, why are they not winning this game as much as they were the first time? And Rage just wanted to win the game. Not really wanting to put too much on the line. Never mind, D-Sig out of iframes is a vibe. The Sarah is not going to punish that. So weapon toss into the Nair is going to put more damage. The sidelight is going to be outspaced, but it's hard to punish if you're not ready for the jump at the end. Nair looking to catch. Oh, just well-spaced Sayers on the hammer could be enough. Rage really in the corner. Looking to get any neutralites, not even like feeling confident to go for a stomp. Just looking for these sort of psychic moves. Dips low, probably want to recovery, doesn't get the bottom with weapon, but doesn't get too much on there. Stormy just taking it. That is going to be a burnt dodge in the side recovery, pretty straightforward. And see if Stormy can get this stop. Set comes through, sends off stage. Stormy gets an edge guard. The Set punishes the dodge, so it's going to be one more option. And that will do it. Maybe a neutral signature could have got Stormy back to the stage there. We'll see. Like, over the match, yeah. If winning the match is just tickets, I'll have the back account, send your start.
Player one wins.
Keep running smoothly as Stormy is running smoothly into a game number 3, being 2 up in the set. The swapped Cassidy from Rage was definitely doing better than the Jala did, but still not quite enough to get through the godly wall of Stormy, as we're waiting for our third game to begin real quick. As just have to wait around. I suppose Rage maybe having a think about legend to go on to next. Yeah, exactly. As we have the swap on win here from Stormy going on to the Lord of Rax crossover, the Warlock, Hattori coming out from Rage. So a lot of legend picks in general going ahead. I find out if it's the second set of the day. We have 2 swap on wins.
3, 2,
we'll see what
1,
the Lord of Rax, maybe just looking for the high decks, saying that saying that they want some of that high dex factors as well. Gameplay as a dare is going to land, but actually, lovely pickup with that thing there. Really, actually, pretty much the only move they really put out with this factor is they hold it down. They hold it down. Oh, that's a sale actually. Never mind. But almost all the buttons as we get the rocket lance going here. First rocket lance at all we've seen today, I think. We'll see what the big bomb. No, never mind. Bye. there goes the lance, as it has been for many years now. So yeah, if you're waiting for match starts, it's just to let the winner's side not go too far ahead of the elimination side. Be patient, your match will start soon as the side finish comes through. But Rage is not going to be phased by that one, but does get the do-like punish. Rage has actually been a bit of a lead here. It's been more closer by Stormy, but the side of there was going to be too low. As the neutral light whiffs, the neutral light is going to lead into recovery for Stormy. It's going to give them the first stock, and they are going to be up in this game number 3. Actually, it's going to be switching over to the rocket lance. I'm not 100% if it did actually damage on him. The sidelight delights, I don't think is quite a thing yet, but that one is a real thing. Although the ZC punish is with a side stick, introduce stick, so we get all the back sticks out here. Maybe the grab power. Yeah, there it is. Of course. Stormy really feeling confident in this game number 3. They're playing their I don't want to say their silly pick, but it's definitely one that they think they can have a bit of fun on and see what exactly happens in this game, because you got to go. But that's going to be a red jump. The stair as well is going to send Rage really low, not very low options as well. Does go over the D-Note, but unfortunately, even with her totally high speed, goes for one last down air and is not going to be able to find their way back to stage. Unfortunate option selection there. Unfortunately, when you are on options, sometimes you just have to go for that Hail Mary to see if it works out. Does not for Rage this time, and they are definitely backing towards. This is their last stop in the winner's side of bracket right here. Initially, like you but Stormy ain't going to be. It's going to be that thing. They don't need to. They're just going to stay far away and looking to get. Pick up a rocket lance, which is going to be an interesting one. Going to delight the other way, just staying all the way back, really long as you adjust too much. Music picks up immediately, but it goes a long way, so it's going to be quite lethal. Gets the rebound punish, something there, goes for the set. No, rush recovery instead. He wanted to be the jump. The D-Sig not quite complete, looking for a fully charged recovery. Can we get the D-Light? No! The unfortunate spacing there from Rage does not lead to that, and the D-Sig is going to be enough. And that's going to be a 2-stock victory for Stormy in this game number 3. Well played to Rage. Definitely had the right idea for the recovery on the rocket lance, but not able to get the ground pound afterwards. And they'll be headed down to the elimination side of bracket. GG, well played to all. Nice bit of respect from Stormy and Rage as we're going to go start some more games, and we will resume in just a couple of minutes with our next set. See you all in a bit. There we go, and we are back for our next set. This is still in the winners side of brackets. We have, it's going to be a slightly difficult one to pronounce, but it looks like the tag is a bit easier. So it's Dorshi on the Thatch with a really good stream. Yes, there'll be a pause. Who has picked the Thatch versus Artemis on the side of Smocks. Interesting, two somewhat wacky picks coming out here.
3, 2,
fairly,
1, brawl!
Well, I mean, I guess to a certain extent, sort of the zaniness kind of happens there. Instantly picking up the Gold Forge lance. Smocks definitely no stranger to this particular matchup, as you get the signatures. No crossovers as well. This is just this kind of match could happen. Oh wait a minute! Low defense on Thatch. That is an early knockout there from Smocks. Straight away. You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready for those kind of things. I wasn't ready for that. I thought this was gonna be a nice, friendly game one match between the two, but not quite. Smocks pulling out the down stage again. Another one comes through. Dorshi not quite ready for it, but the Grandman's going to get Dare, doesn't quite come through though, and still back stage, side stick is going to be semi-spike as well, down air, off stage, but Smokes staying low, side out, off stage, but doesn't find anything. What is happening right here? Side light, it's a neutral light. You thought those are the way the guns. Looking for the masses. Well spaced side air, but doesn't quite connect. The crediting on side is going to be stuffed up by the Gumdos. We get to see what the side can do. It can do nothing quite. As we have even stocks. Whew, take a moment there. That was the start of the game. Jump red by Smocks on the Royal Lance is going to lead to the match stage. Down finish, we've got both Campbell with connection. The Nair is going to stay in the white. It's very risky coming on stage. Oh, you can't really do it. You want to be making back in the game. So the blaster strings are nice. Grab mount? Nothing. Respect actually. Just to instead lead them astray with the side signature. And that is going to be Smocks once again taking the lead with the Artemis. The very safe down sting of first thing. We have downfield, down like there, into a now interesting option. Not as good as the highlights. The down sting was the right idea, but just a bit too late. The side signature though, or is going to lead into a side signature on the swords, and then it's going to once again bring us back to even stocks. This is an incredibly quick game already. Only like a minute or two into it. Down and all winner! Needs to turn around if we want to get an edge card in that situation right there. Side air is risky, very committal there. Mox gets the jump again. Minimum from Dorshi is going to lead to unnecessary damage field. Does make back stage with a neutral signature, even stacks. They were barely jumping enough to where Smocks is able to take a quick game number one, and with the Artemis is going to continue to game number two with the advantage state. Not 100% if we're going to see any legend slots go out. We are actually definitely not feeling the blasters with the Thatch, so we're going to swap over to the Hattori, which actually contains a lot of the same letters as Thatch. Little Brawlhalla fun fact for you there. That's what you get.
3, 2,
tide you over
1,
in 10 seconds between matches. Straight away, going to like see what the Scythe for Mox can do, but actually getting kind of pieced up all of a sudden by the unarmed gameplay out here. Maybe it could be a third weapon for Dorshi. That's what we can't do. But sword is going to be a nice reliable tool here to try and stop the pressure of Smocks. As Dare recovery looking high from there as well. That hit that would have been it. The side signature, the neutral signature as well is going to be dodged around. The weapon toss down, but it's going to be blocked by the weapon toss up, and it's going to lead us back to kind of neutral. But they're kind of playing so to the wall. They're kind of there is not that much neutral in this game. Nearly gets the read with the reverse nair. The wild hit of the ground pound, and that Dare is almost certainly going to seal it. Sidelight in the recovery. Why not? Why not? Pretty unnecessary for one. It's a pretty sorted match. This sort of size light, the strong hit would have also been enough. You lost, yeah, if you raise a support ticket, we'll get to that ASAP. That'll help keep your matches going. But in any case, we'll get back to it. The quick sum up from Joshi is going to keep things very even. The sword didn't get the Dare recovery there, which the last time down signature on the launch. Random sighting. It kind of works out. Didn't get the full hit on the recovery there as it kind of drops. Nice weapon dodge. Hello, what's happening here? Sends off stage, remember the dragging Dare nearly gets that, but the Dare is doing some options. Dodges back to stage, but Doshi is ready for that, and that's going to be Doshi going up a stock at long last in this set. They've been waiting long. That's going to be me. Neutralize also on stage, just looking to get nice and stable damage. Does get the stun though. Their jump is going to be called up by the low profile there. Looking to get back on stage. One more dodge. Does time it properly. The recovery is going to be enough. The low charge on it. Web dodge is down to not even where Smocks even like would. Downstage is going to be avoided. There have been no downstage in this last game. I don't think it's going to be the last one that Smocks is going to go for. I think they're almost certainly going to stick with the Rocket Lance here. They're more reliable weapon than what you see in the last situation, where you really definitely don't want to be falling behind on this Hattori pick. Just kind of standing still, pressing buttons. Doshi staying far away from it, not going to fall into it. Definitely, Smocks has been the one to press buttons first in the set. Doshi playing a lot more second option. Side sig sends the other way. Neutral thing is going to catch the jump, barely long enough KO, double hands. Recovery not going to catch it. The down air sends low. Doshi within the last like there, even with the lead. The Rocket Lance is really pulling back really quickly. Looking to get the read on the dodge through. I find it. Low by recovery. Dodge to stage. That is going to be a cool dodge. That's one option as well. Good bit way back to stage. Smocks able to find it though with the down air. The down stick is not going to be punished. It goes the wrong way. Doshi selling game number 2. It was theirs. I mean, it's not over yet. Neutral thing. Yeah, of course it's a neutral thing. Heavy side light sends off stage. Just stand still. What is that now? Doesn't even press a button if it ain't down heavy, and that is going to be from maybe a bit of a scramble in this last stock. Is going to be Smocks taking game number 2 not with the lance, not with the scythe even, but with just the little robot legs of Artemis. Actually, I don't think that's true with the skin. I think it's kind of rocks. Oh, it's been a minute since I've looked into the skin lore. But in any case, we'll take it a
3, 2, 1, brawl.
After that one, but we'll see. That is a these options, it cannot be understated. Dodge, neutralize. It's just a very difficult button. Just do that. First round of the game. Why not? Why not? Why not? Okay. But okay, so we're getting on to Mishima Dojo. So we got the platform gameplay out here. Also, we see into that. High neutral. Yeah, of course. It's one of those just the Hattori things, because you have to go for it. You have to go for it. Like, okay, yeah, maybe you're probably going to be expecting it, but if you hit it, baller news. Ground pound, but Smocks going to stay wide around that. Definitely privy to the knowledge of that. Dodges down to the ground, gets on stage, gets to there, into the jump read. Another jump read. Smocks is going to lead to Doshi being a little behind, but down light doesn't give it to them that time though. The D-light said on the work. Okay, the very last frame of that recovery must have been just enough damage for that to work out. The reverse take slide charge. Haymaker not going to work out, but D-Sig is actually going to do it on the light. And this the scythe, and this is going to be even game number 2. Single kick there from Doshi, but not going to push any further. Why would you? Just really waiting over there, not wanting to go, but then didn't get to meet. That's going to be a long way back to stage. Going to be low on options here. Gets a ground pound, but low damage, so this is going to be fine. It's very risky with Sidelight back on the stage. Doshi not going to do too much. 20 less. Sidelight sends away. Dare recovery. It worked out the first time, but that was the last one. Smox is dodging away. Dancing comes through. This is the first one for the game. Building a single landscape. No jump on the stair though. No options. Oh, that could have been pretty straightforward ground on there. You might stay back stage, but Doshi doesn't pull it. The side air sends on stage. Not too difficult on stage. The baller. What is that? Doshi goes in for the mega downer, but Smox not phased one bit on that one. The sidelight is going to Riv, gets another read, side air, another side air, finds it! That's a 0 to death! Smox stamping their ticket into round 4 with a baller Lance combo. That is how you do it. They've been working on that for the whole set, jump read after jump read, and finally they get the last one, betting that Doshi would panic that deep off stage, game 3 versus Lance, and they did. And that is how we are going to end the set. Well played again to both players on that one. Doshi definitely having some tricks with the Hattori, but Smox, like Smox FM, the F standing for free and the N standing for right now, as they are going to make their way forwards. In the case, we're going to go for a quick break while we go check up on our next game, and I will see you all in a minute. And there we go. We are back for the much later part of the winners brackets. Now we are in winners quarter-finals with two players we haven't seen on stream yet today. It's DMS, who most notably got second place in TOURNEY number 8. So certainly no stranger to the upper parts of brackets. I don't think they were playing Azuri last time, so a bit of a swapsies coming through. Versus the tag is EOQ. Maybe just EO. We'll go with all MMZ in game. Will be on the Onyx. I don't think a player that we've seen on the training tour before. So pretty much very much an unknown.
3, 2,
Onyx,
1.
maybe not quite an unknown legend. One that definitely had their day like sort of a couple of years ago when gauntlets were really big. Cannon was fine enough. Not seen too much in this times, but you know, Cannon's always in the game. Question mark. Great insights. So you know. With the white patch and the white gameplay, we can absolutely, and EOQ definitely wants to come over to it early. Dynamite all the way down, really wants to get their weapon dodge, but we got some nothing. Moment recovery, the weapon dodge up, the ground pound perfectly placed there, down into the stage, and still eventually opposition. But DMS gets involved with the guitars, and it's going to give EOQ kind of a stage. Not quite. That is, without options, is going to be DMS taking the first stock pretty quick with the guitars right there. EOQ not able to get too much done with the cannon that they so very hard wanted to swap to. So let's see if the gauntlets can finish off the stock, but not one of the best too many buttons. Down on stage, 7th stage, but the nair, don't forget gauntlets, every single button, pretty much every single aerial button on gauntlets is a spike. So definitely not one that you want to take lightly when going off stage. Neutral light is going to whiff, but that's fine. This is a katana, so allowed to miss a couple of attacks. That's how the weapon is played. Down light is going to be avoided though, but Starlight's Stare is going to come through. Neutral light is going to not come through, however. So we'll see what EOQ could do with that. So charges well all the way up. Instant side thing. Sometimes that is just how it do be with the gameplay out there. So we'll see. I think that was a down hit sig. We're gonna go, but gets the dodge in. Nearly gets the copy as well. But you say why? The dodge backstage, that was their very last option. But EOQ doesn't want to push the button there. But that is very nearly an immediate equalizer from EOQ. But not. But DMS still staying on with the stop. And slowing it down a bit. That was counted. That was about 5 seconds of just dashing about on the platform. The big weapon bounce is not going to be picked up. Side central stage, looking to secure the edge guard, goes really low, but DMS is ready for that and goes for a pretty risky side air. They didn't have a lot of options. I mean, that one didn't hit, but it worked out. Neutral is going to be the wrong way. Gets a big open up the side air, but not able to find too much beyond it. The side air is going to miss from the cannon or the EOQ. The downlight is coming free, but now recovery not quite spaced properly. The very last frame of that there, I think DMS is looking for dodge to avoid that side air. Fully neutral, like maybe there's going to be a ground pound instead. A little bit hard to tell. The recovery bounce to the side of the stage, plays all the way out, but DMS is going to get around that. And we keep EOQ really looking for this last opener. The side light doesn't actually need a read, could just side end, but you know, that's hindsight. See, the ground pound even able to find that. The weapon toss as well, but DMS still hanging on with the guitar. Goes in for the side signature, which is a very scary spot on the side of the stage. Neutral light turns around for it as well. Huh? Okay, I mean, that's an interaction right there. Not one that you see come up very often, but the high spacing of the downsig is going to give EOQ the equalizer, but that's not enough. They were behind, and they're still behind. The sword punishment on the side of the stage. The beautiful corner guarding from DMS is going to make it so difficult for EOQ to get back on stage. Usually like, open up, comes through. Oh, the link we did. However, this is another edge guard position. EOQ low options. Does find the turnaround, looking for a high recovery, but DMS doesn't give them the jump. Left low options, and that should be it. As DMS is going to take game number 1 with the Azuri. But definitely a close one, definitely one that could turnaround. I think the cannon having some little moments of magic, but not able to get too much consistently beyond that, as I think we have a drip change with charged OG festive Onyx. Back in the day, I was so mad I had the opportunity to get it while it was still part of the Mountain Dew sponsorship, and not just given away for sort of freebies. But I didn't grind enough to get the universal color scheme. Little did I know how valuable that would turn out to potentially be, since there was a good long while of no particular way to get charged OG. But EAQ does have it. Sure
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Maybe that would be Egypt change needed. But unfortunately, not great for the map, because it's the stark white world's end. So they will stick out like, I don't know, BRAWLHALLA Legend, I guess, would. But gets the gather down with the gauntlets. I like the very good white scheme on the weapons though. Looks like someone's got to colour them in. Interesting drip there. So this gauntlet half-life is fine to come on along. Gets the dodge though. Gets the recovery. Really gets the recovery as well. They went for that last game, but unfortunately DMS always managing to stay just wide enough to not be caught by that. That's 2 damage for that to be a consistent follow-up. Rampant is going to be relatively safe. DMS goes low, looking for D-Light. No, just packs up. We're going to pick up the gauntlets instead. Just going to take one more damage, but this is a completely tight game. So, gets the recovery. And another one, but it's barely not enough. I found the stage is massive. The neutral light is going to be leading into a neutral S. DMS is getting less bit of damage, but we can get the sword. Oh, I thought that was going to be enough, but not quite. D-Light, though, is not going to be enough if DMS not quite third stage. Back into the position, goes down for the stair, that's nearly enough. Plus secures it, double secures it, triple locks that edge guard in with the swords, and we'll see what the Katars can do. Definitely a fiendish space for Katars to be in. You just need that one little open up, one dodge read, you can get so much damage. You won't need to KO, but that's fine. It's damage. It's all damage. Then you wake up, get the sword, get the double copy. The neutral thing is on the stage as well. I guess why not? Why not? Like, probably actually minus on hit to get the neutral thing up there, but is interesting sort of damage regardless. And side finisher though, EOQ not ready for that one. Grab bounce? No, wanting to read a side air in or something like that, but EOQ dodging up instead. Nearly gets the read, side off stage, looking for an side air, but EOQ goes low. Both players making their way backstage, down air. Not going to get too much focus on that, wants to back up with neutral lights, but DMS saying, oh that misses the set! Evidence of the big first set we had on stream today, as DMS once again in the edge guard position. They found this so many times with the sword. Looking again to Don't Show, EQ has really been doing the same sort of pack back to stage where they dip down really low. They are not going for high recovery, no times out of 10. So DMS really clocked into that one and has been making it much more difficult for EQ to get backstage. Down air says low. Down air. Interesting. It's everything in it. As DMS takes game number 2. I actually did not hit the scoreboard, but the double down air, stuffing out recovery, that one is already going to be enough. So we don't need to do too much beyond that as we go into our game number 3. DMS definitely coming out on top in the edge guard area of play, and it's been difficult for EOQ to really get those cannon strings, as I actually shot off of cannon at all. We have another full swap onto the Yumiko. So not a legend that we've seen today, but definitely players like Flower.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
To interesting places as they might not be tapped in. Okay, maybe, I don't know, changing up the playlist real quick, maybe putting out a tweet, I don't know. In any case, EOQ is ready to start this game with the lovely hammer. Gets the bizarre little little wisp shots. Looking for it very high in air, risky stuff. Definitely playing this legend very smart. Yumiko can be a pretty difficult legend to just kind of swap onto, because she works differently. But DMS, not phased by that at all, just needs one more angle. Gets this side edge on stage, but EQ did touch. gets able to get back on stage, but not a good job. The downlight out of disadvantage is tricky, but able to get to turn around there is again like a very difficult option. So maybe this is the secret pick from EOQ the whole time. The ground pound though slightly overzealous. DMS is going to get punished for that. The whiffs are going high. The nail is going to catch going high. Side sig barely the full sweep. Not going to be enough for EOQ to get the kill. The corner guard from the sword, so difficult. Stops the wrong way, didn't press the button, missed the bus on that one, and the sword ground pound is going to give the DMS the lead, but it's a very short-lived lead as EOQ immediately evening that one right out, floor level right here. As we see what the sword can do in the early parts of the stock, it's normally been the closer of things, but some nice openings. An interesting one there. There's a perplexing little interaction there. Hit 2 wisps of the 3. EOQ not ready to punish on that one because what are we talking about? Can we get a ground pound? No, DMS ain't gonna go for it. Just gonna be nice and sturdy on stage with the sword. As they don't need to invest too much on that. Goes down again and punishes the neutral sync perfectly. That's not a situation you get into very often. But DMS finds it. Solid neutral sync and DMS stays low. Goes for the ground pound, not phased at all. That's a pretty desperation shot there. The down sync off stage is an interesting one. Dare could be trouble for EOQ here. Does find the Sair though, looking to stay low for the recovery. Goes even lower with the ground pounds, but can't get any move to hit. One tappy tap of the side air. It's going to be more damage. Beautiful spot dodge there. To get around the side signature. Perfect stuff. As we get look for EC, but DMS goes high, looking at side back stage. Ground pound though, this could be it for EOQ. Looking to get the down air, looking to get things down to a last little situation. Side 6 are going to go wide, but the stomp is not going to be able to punish that. Pretty difficult spot for Yumiko, need to punish there with the items that you have. All the moves you have at your disposal. Once again, a corner guard for DMS. D-Light there. It's going to be enough, and DMS is going to take a Game 3 victory over EOQ. So, absolutely well played. Premier game plan from DMS. Had a clear goal with the guitars and also with the sword, which is largely how you're supposed to sort of play Azuri. But absolutely feeling comfortable to go for those kind of things. Well played to EOQ as well. This will probably not be the last time we see them on stream, as we'll be heading down to the higher parts of the elimination side of the bracket. We're again going to head to a quick break where we go find our next game, though I think we should be getting into our top 4 proceedings now, which will be a bit exciting. So stay tuned. It's going to be plenty more BRAWLHALA coming up, and I'll catch you all in a minute. There we go, and we are back for one of our winners semi-final matches. We have two players that we've both seen earlier on today. We have Skeletsu and we have Stormy. So Stormy back on the Zariel that they've been playing, well, presumably all day. Would surprise me if they weren't. And we'll see what Skeletsu is going to lock in. Could be one of many things. Of course, this is a particularly big game. Welcome to the chat, Masters. And we have, pretty certain they weren't playing Bodvar earlier, so we have another interesting vintage legend pick here. It's Bodvar. It's on the black color scheme as well. So can't really get too much more old school than this. Stormy's banged out some maps, and Skeletsu has taken us to Demon Island, which kind of gives, you know, not 100% if color diff is a real thing.
3, 2,
to say that you
1,
kind of blend into
brawl.
the map, whether it actually gives you an advantage. But if it did, if science has said that it's slightly harder to tell what Skeletsu's about to do, because they kind of look a bit like Demon Island, then this is a lucky stage pick for game number 1. Side signature is going to be represented. I don't think Stormy did any of those, at least on the bow in the last set that we saw. So we're going to make things up, but probably actually wants to over to his gauntlets. I think that's a more comfortable one. Really wants to swap to the gauntlets, but keeps picking the bow up again. These weapon donks on their heads. What are you playing? Basketball? Ball? Well, actually, maybe, because Stormy's been sent downtown. Oh, very risky there, though. That's going to be fun. Right, guys, well, they did touch. No, but doesn't land the way Stormy was expecting. That was a DC coming out of there, but catches the Starlight recovery, sends high, but not going to be quite enough to catch there. Oh, the Starlight barely going to be too low. Is Stormy to not be caught by that one. There's slight recovery though, that's going to disarm. It's going to be a nice advantage state. As we have a swap over to the hammer from Skeletsu. Just gets the dodge in though, and Stormy's going to be up a stock, but it's absolutely very close. I don't know, you all in chat, who we think is going to have this first game. Well, I don't know, like betting set up yet. Maybe we'll do that someday. That would be fun. But in any case, I hope that we all get what we want, but actually only about half of us will get what we want for the winner of this game. Nujusig is going to be avoided from Skeletsu, but out of nowhere, after a very close game one, I just kind of looked away a little bit, and that is going to be damage build up. I am not 100% whether Stormy was touched at all on that stop there. Starlight Nujusig is a bold call. I think that covers with one dodge and one dodge only, which Skeletsu did not give to them. Starlight sends away World's Face side there. World's Face side is going to be, the second one's going to be dodged though by Stormy. The hammer for Skeletsu is not going to get too much done, but Starlight's there is definitely going to be enough for Skeletsu to keep things up. Not even going to attempt a weapon style as Stormy very convenient job right on his spawn. Double Light looking for a Sare to go on. Another Sare back to stage. An interesting one. I'm not entirely sure if that was fastball down into a ball, but we'll see how these things progress. The stop there. In the stage, the neutral signature again that nearly got Skeletsu's very first stop. It did not come through the hammer. Safe, but Stormy getting very high around that, but I don't get a particular preview punish. Weapon dodge is down, really. A big part of Stormy's game plan, especially for getting back to the stage. And they've been accurate as well, which is not easy. Nearly evens the stocks up. The going against the D-Light is an easy option, but the Dare is going to be dashed away from, gets a side light. The Sare, even with the rough amount, that is going to be enough. And that is going to be Skeletsu dashing slightly too far to stay on the stage. But in any case, keeping the weapon advantage. Gets the side light through. Nair. Remember, hammer can build up damage rapid fast if you let it. If you let Skeletsu get away with some things. The Dare on the ground is not going to be the option somebody's looking for there. Staying super deep below. Doesn't get the down air though. But let's go Storm side off stage. Oh, really, I don't know what fiendish button Skeletor was going to press there, but if it hit, it was definitely going to be an absolute stop. Ender! The D-Light there is not going to be enough. Maybe not quite spaced properly for the D-Light recovery, so we go back to neutral. Another stop on two. The Sair's going to do something on stage, looking for the immediate Sair, but Stormy barely staying outside of that. Neutral Light is going to punish the side thing, but that's only a pretty soft punish, not going to be quite enough by there. So, maybe something would have been possible, but difficult again. No Neutral Light. Not is enough! I did not expect that to be quite the game. I thought Skeletor had one more recovery in them to try and get back to the stage. To jump in, no. The problem is he jumps and then he lands, and that's the tough part. Like you see it a lot where players will just end up in the sky and just sort of use up their options and then be in disadvantage. But what Stormy is quite fiendish with is that they are really great at covering their landings, mostly with weapon toss down, which, you know, on paper can be quite a tricky one, because if you miss that, then, well, you miss that. As we have the legend swap from Skeletor onto the Ember. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I main Ember in BRAWLHALLA. So this is premium picks here from Skeletor. We'll see what the Ember gameplay could be doing out here. Katars, as we've seen for DMS earlier, are, well, they were and still are in an absolutely brutal spot right now. They both, but the ground pound immediately from Stormy. This is game one. Another ground pound comes through. So can barely get back. Another ground pound as well. Nearly gets a dodge in. Another ground pound. We're just trading ground pounds. What is happening? Get back on stage. That's sweat beats, and somehow that's going to be enough. What an extended baller, bizarre, absolutely never been seen before, unique, one of a kind edge guard situation that we've just come across right there. Stormy not giving in. Gauntlet's ground pound is a bit more meta, perhaps, but is going to whip as well, and that's going to be Skeletor taking the first stock in some absolutely circus merry-go-round gameplay to start game number 2. I just realized I haven't updated the scoreboard. I'm going to fix that real quick. Probably will take a quick Viva, as that sounded a lot like a Zariel bow neutral sig to take put the stocks back to even. We'll see what the Katars can do here. Sends off stage, but not going to push too much on that. The gravity on side is interesting one. So the profile. This is first there, and that's just going to be it. All of a sudden, all of a sudden, Skeletor is up a stock again with not necessarily a giveaway, but just a long, persistent edge guard with the Katars and the double taunt as well. Cannot be understated. Stormy, can they have the fortitude to not get too phased by what Skeletor is doing to him right now? Starlight barely going to be overspaced. Setter goes stage, looking for him again. The Sair as well, and the ground pound gets another down as well, but doesn't get the W on that. Stormy is going to go touch the stage. Web dust falls off. Neutral is going to go high. It's going to stay low. Ground pound is just going to be frustration, really, from Stormy, looking to get this stock, but can't quite find it. The neutral is going to be dashed into by Skeletor. Goes high, not going to let that edge guard slip for a second. Stormy is taking it to last stock game. It is gauntlets. This absolutely cannot be it. But the Sairs, the guitar Sairs, not something we saw really sure. But the net! Wait a second! That's it! So Stormy absolutely just finessed Skeletor off stage. They were not ready. They did not think Stormy had a minute like that. That's how it do be. The triple taunt is going to be punished by Stormy, and they are going to be up 2-0 after Skeletor had such a great lead to that in that game. But that's gauntlets. That's just how it do be sometimes. If you're if you jump where you shouldn't have, and they get the read on that, and just keep pressing that, then suddenly you're 6 feet under. So we have another legend swap to Yumiko, which of course we saw last set as well. from
3, 2,
previous
1,
players. So
brawl.
we'll see what Skeleton do with that. I mean, in fact, I don't need it for it, but it'll be fine. But you know, like that's just a little bit of commentator bias sticking through right there as we get the read from Stormy. That's the side stage, so that's going to be punished by the stop side lights. So punished. The falling Nair though, Dare would have been quite the angle looking for, but you know, again, it is hindsight. Stops there is going to be enough. The very last part of the neutral is going to go. I don't think they touched, but the neutral signature is going to get on my stage. Oh, unfortunate! I did not quickly something else on the stage, but misses the dodge input. Skeletsu going to fall quickly in this game number 3. I remember this is winners semi-finals right here. The winner of this will go into winners finals and be guaranteed at least a top 3 placement. So definitely a lot on the line for this, because that's when we start getting into the payout areas of the training room. I believe prizes are 1, 3, and 6 euros respectively. So then, you know, there is a pot on the line for those who can come out on top. As Skeletsu is going to take things with a Dare, definitely going to wave him goodbye. It's a lot of buttons, but can Skeletsu back it up? Wait a minute, second bounce! Oh, barely is Stormy able to make it back onto the stage. Sonic comes through, very no longer. Yeah, of course, dashing over, but Stormy's only push. Down signature, the world space set is going to be enough. Dare nearly catches Stormy going high. Another second comes through. These players are really just want to get the punishing edge guard as much as they can. Sets away. This is a great build up though from Skeletsu. Has definitely got the lead in their sails right here as they dash back. Stormy dodging for nothing. Side signature is going to send off stage. That's a wave, but Stormy has a lot to get back on stage. New signature is not going to quite be enough. Ser bats across as Stormy looking to find any particular button here. It is diabolical stuff. The side 6 is going to be dodged though. Stormy going to that and the double dare. Of course he managed to dare the dare. What else are we doing here? If we get the risky side deck, that is going to be enough. That's going to be a long wave. That is a long avenue back for Stormy. They just have to sit there and watch the full taunt play out there, which is tricky. Skeletsu definitely the fiendish villain of this set right here. They're making a statement on while they are not happy with how those first 2 games went, and they really want to make Stormy second guess how they even got up 2-0 in the first place. As we storm over to the hammer with nice. Follow up here, we get Ser off stage again. Skeletsu's been so good with these well-spaced Sers, but that's a double down side stage. But unarmed, you know, it's not good really much at anything, and edge guarding still is quite tricky, especially at low damage. That's a solid coming through with no punisher. Gets the dodge read. Did he get another player as well? Dare sends upwards. Can Skeletsu find a signature? There it is. But doesn't quite make a connection as it goes wide. Ser low to the ground. Is it going to be where Stormy is? Sidelights looking for new signature. Stomp. Ser sends off stage. Not ready for the taunt though. There's got to be one more button to get through. The Ser barely outspaced. A beautiful fade back by Stormy, but it is not enough. The wave has been waved, but Stormy ain't dead yet. Don't taunt if it ain't over. But that one's enough.
Player 2
As
wins.
Skeletsu is going to go. It's going to get a game on the board. I don't know actually if we've had a 3-1. I think maybe the first set might have been a 3-1 setup, but in any case, Skeletsu has made it work. They were down, but they are not yet out. Not 100% we could see a legend swap coming through. It wouldn't even surprise me if Skeletsu changed legends here. They definitely have shown that they're able to play a lot of varying styles here and just kind of pick up whatever 2 things are in their hands and make work of it. As we actually do, we have to swap back over to the Bodvar where we started the set on, which is somewhat tricky. I mean, it was kind of the game that Skeletsu lost the most, to be honest. They should have won game 2. But it is what it is. But in any case, This is what Skeletsu wants to do. They think the bod bar definitely has more in the tank. The hammer absolutely was doing work for Skeletsu, so it makes sense. And we'll see what these swords are coming out. The stomp is going to be just slightly wide. Doesn't quite get the read with the Nair. And we'll see. Oh, they're just looking at each other. They're just right in their peripherals, just throwing out whatever button they want. Beautiful spot there from Stormy to get a nice follow-up. But more to the point, that's just a mental win of yeah, I know, I got you. And this is definitely a set of wills right here. Nair sends high. We're gonna stop over the weapon. The neutral thing is not gonna be punished from Skeletsu. Stop is the wrong way. Things are getting slightly scrappy out here. Down signature. Skeletsu not ready for that, and he's going to finish this off with the dare, but barely touched. Rinse and reset. Can we get another one? It doesn't dare this time, and Skeletsu barely makes it back on, but the nair is going to be enough, and that is going to be the end of Skeletsu's first stock. What? Yeah. Sometimes it just be like that. Sometimes you just get hit with the fully charged side chick off the respawn and then get waved on. Like, this is winners semi-finals, everyone. This is what... Like, this is where the mental games are at. Ground pound on stage as well. Like, what... I'm pretty certain every wall has been broken. This is not neutral. What? Okay. The dare is going to send high. And we'll see if nice set again. So it does get the down though. Sends high, but not able to be just enough quite yet. Wild space there. Another wild space there. A third wild space there. Can we get a fourth? No, not quite. But Skeletsu really looking to finish on the stock with the hammer. Finally catches a landing. Actually, as it turns out, waves the wrong way. Maybe waving to their next opponent, the further one in bracket. Is that what we're saying right here? Oh, I don't know. But that's going to be the immediate neutral signature. Like, oh my god, our last stock, game 4 in the grudge match. We got the unarmed combos out here, but that's risky. Offstage launcher doesn't pick up the sword. Maybe not their killer weapon, that it's been the hammer in this set. But we'll see what it can do. It is a new option. Gets the chase off there. Somehow completely stacked. Could have just pressed that neutral light on any single option there, but just behind it goes under the neutral signature up. Do you like the wrong way? It does say things like disarmed as well. That's a recovery as well, but not going to be quite enough. Not going to go up for the nair, just going to look to gut that weapon. D-lights over it, not able to find the timing was there. Side signature ain't going to be quite yet. Jumps into the neutral signature, not quite yet, but this is a video of collision. Sends off stage. They got one more recovery. Did not touch, and that is going to be it. Skeletsu is going to be knocked down to the elimination brackets. It turns out they were waving their winners stock goodbye. But Stormy is not a loser. They are able to take things in game number 4. Well played though to Skeletsu. I suspect we'll be seeing them again in the elimination side of brackets, where, especially for how do I put it, quite an emotional player. You might want to say they can really be powered up when their back is against the wall. And we'll see if Skeletsu will take any more names. In any case, Stormy is punching their way into the winners finals match, which I think might be the next match also. So we're going to go get things set up as we head into our top 4 parts of the stream. I'll just go check that the bracket is all caught up and we're ready to go. Looks like it. So there should just be a quick break and then we'll be ready to get back into things. In any case, I will see y'all in a minute and we will crown our 9th training room champion. See you. There we go. We are back with the elimination side of brackets now. Looks like there's still a couple more games to be played there until we're ready to start with the top 4 side of things. Should just be a couple to get through, but we'll see what we can't do. Hopefully, we should be waiting too long to get back to the winner's side of matches. But in any case, we're not going to time it for any longer. Let's get started with sets of 2 players that we've seen today. We've got Muse with the 1100 Nick straight out in here with a synthwave color scheme going up against LPT Rise. There's definitely a US BRAWLHALLA Pro called Rise. Maybe it's the same person that's flown overseas to participate in the training room tourney today. Don't know. We will find out as soon as they ready up. I know. Are you all still going? Like in the chat, I suspect so. Like, look, no. It's alright to care about the results. That's fine and all. But sometimes the gameplay, you know, like needs to be there as at the end of the match as it do be. But in any case, you're both playing well. You don't have anything to complain about. So just make it count in elimination side, and you can get your revenge in grand finals. In any case, we'll get back into a game. Rise is now ready to go with the Thea. We'll see what we can get with the Skyforged Battle Boots. Funny enough, I don't think we've actually seen Battle Boots today at all. Despite being a really popular weapon, just not one that's seen super duper often in the European landscape in particular. As we saw with Muse with the size. Oh, that's an option right there. See, that is like that scary button. Where they're willing to take dodge, gets the read in, Nini gets the set as well, but off stage is Rise going with ground pounds? No. Just goes back on stage, looking to get an open up there. So Sean says some stage into the D-light, so wide. The side clincher is going to not quite be enough. And the boot's going to be tossed away for the rocket lance. Not going to be punished there on that side stick though. Another solid D-light, but it's going to be too damage for it. It's going to work this time, so Muse does not go for it the third time in a row. Smart stuff. Side lights, it's going to send away. And reset back to a very healthy lead for Muse, or is it? Down signature isn't going to be punished by the arm kit. It's over to the blasters. I absolutely predict. I will bet the tournament on it. We are going to be demonstrating blasters this week, and it's definitely going to take at least one stop in this set. Muse just seems like the kind of player that is absolutely feeling for it. The very last blast of that going to be like it's going to complete, but No signatures needed to take the stock away. And Muse is going to go up in this game, but definitely it's also a lead that can not insurmountable and get the double there. Side air, completely barely, barely missing with a lot of these bastards. Battle boots hits Signature as well, so go high, walks into the downlight, so it's going to be a pretty straightforward punish. Another dart as well, another dart is there. Here come, there it is. Right. I'll claim my prize now, but unfortunately, knowing it's coming is not always enough, as you have to also punish it if you're fine. But the Lance Cider is going to be enough for Wise. Not able to get the punish though on the down heavy. Ground cancelled from Muse. Gets the Nair neutralized his initial, but just get the Nair. The Dynamite says off stage. Muse look a little bit less confident with the Scythe here. In order to get the open ups, the big read that nearly took them the first stop of the game, as the very risky Haymaker is going to come through. Down heavy over the weapon is going to be a difficult one to come around. You guys actually doing it money matches? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Reminds me of what am I trying to go to? West. I completely forgot the tag. Oh my word! Like that set for BCX. That set for BCX. So, can you just show my ticket, please? Yeah, go for it. As you get the ladder combo from the Scythe of the all the way upstairs, but the side signature is going to send off stage, and I am so frustrated. I'm gonna have to go look this up right now. I cannot believe it. Darwin, that's what I'm trying to get to. West Darwin at BCX, like, where they did the one match afterwards, and I think West won again. It was it was 3-1, like, wild and stuff. Who knows what is going on right now in the underworld of the training tournaments, but what we do have is Muse looking to get the, not a recovery there, would have been not for an option as well, but not able to quite get the button there. Side light sends off stage, looking to get the recovery. No, Wise does not dodge into it. Downlight set again, probably recovery. Actually does find the recovery, but nearly dies with that one. Gets ground pounded. Wise looking to go really for the "you are the chosen one" double ground pound, but unfortunately is not going to find it, and that is going to be Muse taking this game number 1. Lifting the BCX. Hey, there's the BCX trophy. We were just talking about BCX. Maybe, you know, like, it's a long year, till November and BCX time, so, you know, and winning this first game of the Training Room Tourney, elimination side bracket best of 8 is one way to help get to, that part of the, or to make it to BCX. I don't know if you all are planning to go to BCX this year. I know they haven't actually announced when or where it's going to be, but I absolutely can recommend. I've been going the last 3 years. There's something about it. Things happen at BCX. It's really fun to be there. I just wish they would do something that was in our region, so I don't have to fly all the way
3, 2,
to the United States
1,
to get there. But hey ho, that's a rhyme for another day as we're getting into game number 2. Muse taking game number 1 with the Knicks. So scoreboard, and we'll see what we're going to get for game number 2. As we have a lot of riffs actually starting. I think that was a whole good 10 seconds of overspaced masters and underspaced rocket lands, as both of them not wanting to be in the opponent's no-go zone. As the recovery nearly hits, but the ground is going to come by a side air. Not a difficult one for Lance to get down 10 inches. I don't think one of those have hit yet. A tough hit. It's quite a big stick. So well spaced in the piece. Unfortunately, down signatures the wrong way. I'm not sure if Voice would have been called out by that if it was the right way, but in any case, not able to get right there. Jumps there, lovely stuff. And Voice is set off stage, able to get up on stage, does dodge through the recovery attempt, gets into as well. That is not going to be the slide off that Muse was looking for, unfortunately, and it's going to get decked in the face by the side signature. New stick as well, going to go quite high, and Voice definitely gonna charge up the side thing all the way. Muse not having a dodge ready to go to not fall into that. Down signature. I don't think Muse touch is gonna be low on options. Does barely have enough though with the dare, with the high movement speed of Nyx, able to make it back onto the stage. Very risky recovery there, but why is not gonna recover the O? Picks up the side, immediate side sig. Is going to take things to Muse's favour. Welcome to the chat, Joss. And we'll see what Muse can get, but they have the lead here. This is a tough one if you're Rise, because you're definitely going to be pressing a lot of the signature buttons, and I think Muse is definitely locked on to the sort of things that Rise are trying to do. Gonna nair. Rise is just going to ground pound just for the fun of it, I suppose. As they realised probably helping through their dash jump that they didn't actually need to put themselves in any danger. Well, I mean, the nair was obvious for you. They went for it with Mogothi. Dare not begin to try to follow afterwards though. Like, moving speed not quite high enough. And one ground pound with the side on stage is an interesting option to go forward. You like picked up, looking for the Sarah as well. Sometimes you can miss that, sometimes you use the Sarah anyway, just to try and dissuade and attempt punish. Reach the jump though was interesting. Muse low on stage, risking coming back on stage. That's going to be a triple punish for Rise to get that. Down air, goes over there, and we reset back to neutral. Does actually get a punish. I thought we were going to miss that. Stairs off stage, not going to weapon toss over, definitely favouring the land in this state of play. Now Sig not going to trick Muse. This time, the clash double slide like Muse comes through, but Muse not very in the positioning to get the only Sig to punish it. Dash to forward. Dash is down, and it kind of trips over themselves trying to get the edge guard, but does stay off stage. Recovery is going to give Rise space back to get on the stage. Down Sig to bounce though. Is going to be punished with Muse as Muse jumps out of pressure. That's definitely one thing that maybe Rise was looking for as somebody who will just mash jump whenever they miss anything. I don't think Muse did quite like that, but they got the signature there. Like, oh, I see. We got update from the money match. Like allegedly. Like I'm hearing where someone won getting to perhaps. But in any case, recovery is going to even up the stocks back in the elimination brackets of Muse with the Knicks. We'll see if they can get a signature or something like that to try and get Rise off stage. I'm going to find out though, Rise has been really great at neutralising the advantage state of the Scythe. Have not put themselves in any unnecessary risk that could lead to a reversal, as the down stage reversal is going to connect for Rise. Definitely just aged like fine wine, these signatures. They're just more and more hitting as the set goes on. Not the way around you want it to be if you're Muse. You need to be working out where these are going to be thrown in order to get your punishes and not let Thea get away with Thea things. The neutral thing is going to be punished by the very close down air. Not the way you normally would approach that when you wait till it finishes, but I guess he was already in that double neutral thing as well. Haymaker as well. We're just pressing heavy, Here comes the side thing. No, doesn't hit that jump for the Sair. Dubious stuff, and we actually take outside the goal. We get no things at all for Muse. They want their downlight Sair finisher. Probably not going downlight recovery. They have not done that much. No, lies. Muse absolutely has got it. What am I saying? Level 100 Knicks. Of course, we got the downlight recoveries, and that is going to be Muse taking game number 2, but definitely closer than maybe Muse was expecting it to be. It can be difficult to really work around the kits of Thea. I think we're just getting a quick reset from Rise, but the sort of what you can do, like I've definitely been there on various lobbies where you're just getting hit with just this sig after sig. But the trick is that none of them actually do any damage whatsoever, especially with Rise playing into super defense, so the Thea damage is actually even less than you may otherwise be getting. So you can survive a lot of, especially the down stakes, if it's not angled properly. It really can still be fine as we get into our game number 3.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Accurate, as they should be. And we'll see both players making a grab at that first weapon spawn and not making their connection. That's fine. It's just a new fight for the game. It's probably not going to quite be enough. You would expect. The next level page nearly gets a read there with the dodge in. Find it very risky down there, but not going to be punished by too much. As Wise under the stage, and that's going to be an easy pickup there for Muse as they go up. First stock in this game, and that is quite detrimental for Rise. Being 2 games down in the set, needing to be in a win or not. There it is! There's our connection. Nearly gets to read on the recovery as well, but goes just too low for that. Well placed there for Rise to not be in neutral signature scary zone. But still, that's nice damage build. But actually, Rise with some good sick play has swings back. That's a dodge in though. But misses their jump. Doesn't matter. Falls back down with the juice signature. No shields as well. Be like the wrong way, but Rise not able to get punished with the unarmed kit. Does get the bizarre sort of high swing of the Haymaker. Is going to connect and set these off stage. Not able to secure KO because the fist of Thea not quite enough. Needs a lance, needs boots or something like that. Down signature, that's going to be enough. And Rise is going to make things even stops again. Dare off stage, where are we going? Is going to be one way to time out the invulnerability. Sends off stage with the Nair. There is going to go through there. He's really going wide. That's going to be a ground pound right there. Maybe buffing up another one, but didn't quite get the down input. There now, like, it's going to be dodged, and a neutralite Sarah, I think that was maybe side by Sarah, is going to be depending on what it looks like thick there but we get another big jump there from Muse as they get the read, but not able to extend it as much as maybe like that's a foolish nothing. That's Northfield as well. Ground pound is going to be too slow though for Rise as Muse touches it, but he's going to be caught up in the landscapes as well, looking to get the shade charge through. There we started this set with, and Muse has been disarmed. Falls over back over to the Scythe. The Sig is going to be punished, but only by a dare. He's not able to get a big punish from that position. Lance really, also the Scythe, because you maybe mentioned get from landing with the ground pound, so what are you doing on stage? The side Sig is going to be avoided though. And you'll see again a lot of whiff hits here. Rise not really on the comfort pick of the boots here. They definitely have to take the side for this game, and that's not what you want on your last stock red. So they are swapping back over to the side. We're gonna get down stick, but I think Muse did touch there. Yep, did touch. Waits out the ground pound, does get hit by the recovery though, as Muse are all watching. Weapon toss down into the down heavy, but that's what I'm saying. The low force of Thea does make it surprisingly difficult to get these KOs sometimes. As Muse does another one, jumps over the side signature and stays in the air. I know we had sort of words as last match about staying in the air, but that's exactly what we'll be doing against the very great grounded signature kit of Thea. As we get into this last stock, can Rise make it a game number 4? That's a nice Sonic there. Double true combo to help it on the damage. Grabbing the D-lights, come through, but the neutralite is going to connect. That's a fully charged D-Sing, but Rise not going to fall for that one. Right there again, this is damage build up. Gets hit with the thing as well. Muse is kind of sweating it. This has been a very long time since Rise has been hit by any noticeable move. Down late, he's going to hit for the copy. Not quite enough yet. Muse finally gets the Ultra Blade. And gets the stare, but Rise is definitely going to make it back from that. Muse goes all the way out to the recovery, doesn't get hit, gets the gravity cancel down into recovery, and that's
player 1 wins.
As Rise does take it, Muse takes it Theo over Rise with Theo, which is going to be the end of the tournament for Rise, but definitely well played with the Thea being super tricky with it, and I guess like the mix-ups. What can be so hard to deal with if you're not used to playing against a Thea very often. But Muse kept their composure. Okay, they might have gotten hit with a couple of those, but you know you get a number of those every set. It's whatever. But they were able to win out much more often on the damage front and got the next game. We're going to go to another quick break, or we pick things back up on the elimination side of brackets, or maybe we'll be for top 4. I'll go see how things are, and we'll be back in a minute. There we go, and we are back for the next round of the elimination side. We're nearly at our top 4 placements, but we are going to be catching up with Skeletsu and EOQ, both players that we saw earlier on in the stream. EOQ losing to, I believe it was DMS to be sent down here, and Skeletsu, of course, as we have seen a lot of, did not quite take it over Stormy. I had some very choice words to say about that. But in any case, we'll see what we can't get down in the bracket. They're going to EOQ with brawl. The Onyx. So interesting legend for the Koji. Again, not a legend presented at all today. We'll see what we can do as you get immediate side light ground pound. Not wanting to get too much there. Another grab as well. Chase over it. Oh! Yep, yes sir, sometimes that's just how it be, sometimes that's how it be, sometimes you get hit by side air, chase dodge, ground pound, yellow, and that's your stock. You didn't even get an option that one, you didn't even get a dodge to make it out of that one. My apologies, EOQ, you've run into Skeletsu in a foul mood. They absolutely are wanting to get this win. And that D-Light Ground Pound is not going to be connecting, but the recovery will. So that is going to bring stocks back to even. EOQ definitely could be able to take things. They probably have the damage leads overall right now from an early stock white makes things in Skeletsu's favour. We're going to get a Sair as well. The beauty of Skeleton just has some really great, especially Sairs. They make it look like easy. With guitars, with bow, especially the ones that sort of send down that kind of high angle, just able to make edge guards just look like a natural thing. We got the Stormy weapon toss that we saw earlier, weapon toss straight down as they're high in the sky, looking to get a dare over the corner, but it hits the stage and splash hitboxes instead. Unfortunately, does dodge away, gets the could have got on dodge punish since that was grabbing out of dynamite, but EOQ too far enough away for that not to be too much effect. Goes low under the nair, does get blocked though by the ground pound. And that is going to be EOQ once again, tying up these stocks. Does nearly not pick up the gauntlets though, with the platform barely in range. But nice little unlock from Skeletsu. It does get the top off of the side finish as well. Sends EOQ off stage, does land though and get the ton of neutral strikes. Obviously they've been doing a lot before, just to land immediate strikes. It's so fast. The instant blast. Starlight, neutral lights. It might be too far though, I forget what spacings exactly you can get that. But the next Koji is going to make that one work. But it's not in front of the That's going to be neutral light punish with the neutral light of Skeletsu. Are they going to go for an edge guard here? The little tiny weapon toss of the gauntlet is not going to give EOQ too much pressure on the stage. They are find it. Neutral is going to be avoided as EOQ does not jump. And we managed to D-Light Sair's an option. Maybe recovery would have been more reliable there. Skeletsu going low, looking for the last hit. No! No! EOQ barely staying wide. Picks up the cannon, looking for the ground pound as well. The dare from Skeletsu. He's going to go wide. Starlight Sair is going to send Skeletsu off stage. It's anyone's game. Next hit, that's a double side signature from EOQ. Skeletsu really has been a long time without hit. Wow. Does find the side arrow, barely. We ain't taunting. We are not taunting. This is a real match right here. Last hit, game 1. That was only game 1. But Skeletsu is going to take the first game here. Barely, but definitely did nonetheless. So this could go either way. This could go either way here. But it depends if EOQ can stabilize a little bit here, especially with the cannon was able to get a lot of openings onto Skeletsu, but not quite able to get those gnarly finishes, which can go quite a long way. So you have a swap here actually. Skeletsu definitely having a wide character cast, I'd say.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Let's see what the rocket launcher hammer can do. I mean, if I see if there's anything. Wait, hold on, wait. BRB, busy getting rocks. A sec. Never mind, we recover. Solid back on stage. We'll see what the rocket launcher can do. Sare, but not quite enough damage. Gets huge like on stage, but that is so much damage from Skeleton so early on in the game. As from the cannon of EOQ, but does get the dare, but not the solid follow-up. Looking to find a recovery of all things. Does actually manage to catch that. Gets another recovery as well. We can maybe live one more of those. We'll see what Celestia can do to get down. Does find it, gets a Sare, gets in there as well. Another recovery afterwards though. Just gonna fast down. The dare is quite risky, and that is going to be a pretty straightforward clean up there from Skeletsu. Waits out the timing to where they would have to. Is that the frying pan? Is that the frying pan hammer from Skeletsu? What is this? What is this shit? We're gonna find out. No, we're not gonna find out because they climbed lands. But yeah, I don't know. Artisan cooking up an artisan dish? Oh, we'll see. In any case, we'll have to wait for the hammer next time it comes around. But Sare on stage, another Sare as well. EOQ looking to stay locked on with the hammer, with the cannon. And to get as much of as he can. Sare back on stage, but not able to get very many big follow-ups for these weapons here right now. Skeleton not having that killer Sare that they had earlier in the game as Lance Sare was completely differently at how they want to do. Oh, risky recovery back on the stage though. Skeleton could have got a punch in that one as EOQ went low. Sare, they're just kind of rotating around right here, but neither player able to get really a firm sense of what's happening right now. Skeleton goes wide, does get bonked by the Sare and the slide charge side finisher. That is going to absolutely be enough from that part of the stage. And EOQ is up on stocks. That's this tough to come back from EOQ. We do have the frying pan come out. It absolutely is baconed up right here, but unfortunately it's Skeleton not making bacon with it right now, as finally they're making pressure with a Nair of all things, but that's not a big combo. Starlight Sare, it's going to send off stage. Can this be enough? We get Sare, so it goes really low, looking to get the down air as well to at least get a little bit of extra damage. Nair, but this is even damage, but not even stocks. Skeleton doesn't really have to dig deep. The true combo is going to come through. Recovery as well, he's going to go right, gets bonked away. Right hammer looking for another one. The backside of the Nair is going to send at a bizarre little angle, and we do have even stocks. So swapping over to the hammer. That last hammer really was not cooking with gas, so we'll see what this next one can get to. Down there though, the from that positioning is what we're going to do. It's sidelights. Oh, looking for the recovery, but Skeleton doesn't give a dodge. And for now as well, that second recovery is going to do it though, and that is going to be an opening for EOQ, and it's going to tie up this set. That game a lot less close. The game number one was so. The Scarlets simply not super being the pick. I definitely felt like Celestia didn't really have like quite as much momentum going into a lot of the moves. Let's swap over to the Chell, the Tentacloffer with the battle boots and the gauntlets. So no hammer. Hammer is out of here. We're stacking with the fists, with the boots. And we'll see if that can be enough to get Skeletsu this third game and continue their run to meeting Stormy again after some maybe fortunate things going on. In any case, we have openings for EOQ. A bit of a cagey start to this game with the Gauntlets versus Boots. Picks up their cannon though, and their shot sent off stage, goes low. EOQ looking to get to a reversal, Skeleton looking to get a reversal, but EOQ charging right in with the ground pound is going to send Skeleton quite a way back with the shell. He needs to get a lot to go on here, but does get punished with their gun together. Like even on hit, EOQ able so quickly to turn that combo back around in their favour. Double gun does come through. Another signature of it doesn't come through, but unfortunately neither of these have been connecting. The rope to the low is going to be in his mark though. The D-light is barely going to be too high to not catch EOQ on their way back up. They stay quite low. D-light, Sare, that's going to be enough. Out of the dare as well. Super duper quick combo coming through from Skeletsu on the Chell pick. So looking to barely just dancing on the underdog, looking to bait something out of the there. Looking just like, oh, lucky stars right there. I don't know who Skeletsu be praying to right now, but they best thank him because that should have been an easy skill there from EOQ. But the cannon barely bonks the stage and it's not going to be enough. So this continues, goes around the cannon. EOQ not looking to aggress too hard without a weapon off stage. Looking for their favoured cannon. Does get in there though, looking to weapon off now. So it gets dodged by Skeletsu and they're back on stage, but a stare is once again going to give EOQ the big lead. And they're only looking to extend it. As Skeletsu is down again. They've been here before, and they've been able to, with many kicks, able to get them back up. Could have gone from there, but we get a new slide on stage. EOQ looking to aggress. The fella gets over, stuff out, low on options, but Sarah is going to make it things not too difficult. Double new slide for the moment. The back to back. I got your 6. They say to each other. That does quite go out, but no logic do. This is setting on stage. We're going to get a side signature. Random, why not? But it works out. Down air is going to miss with EOQ does not dash stage. Looking for the ground man as well. I think there's the first blind and stuff. But unfortunately these boots just cannot get the last hit that they need in order to find the hit. Neutralite, even a strong version is not going to be enough. Looking to find a sidelight off stage. Actually manages to get it. Down air, tricky spot. Let's go see it. Gets dead again. Finds the recovery though. Sends it off. On stage, so many weapons, but EOQ pick up immediate pick up with the gauntlet double signature. EOQ wanting to take this game cleanly, but Skeletsu staying grounded and eventually throws out a neutral signature. Actually gets given a recovery there, but can't find it. Which like walks into it. I thought they were going to neutral their own, but actually just get hit with the side signature. Whew. That was a sequence. Skeletsu has a chance. Skeletsu has a chance. That's a nair. Okay, they got one more chance. The nair misses. That's up off stage. Then Seth doesn't come through. Seth back on stage. Seth goes too wide. That's going to be clever. They need to recover. Does not get ground pounded. EOQ is not going to ground pound. They're just going to stay on stage. We'll do it.
Player 2
Keeps
wins.
it simple. Doesn't throw themselves over the side of the stage. Skeletsu indifferent to that one with the emotes. We'll see what game 4 is going to bring right here. As we're swapping over to the Yumiko, which, you know, I mean, the hammer didn't seem to have too much going on, but Skeletsu's bow has been quite reliable as the set has gone on, so I think it definitely is
3, 2,
doable
1,
state of
brawl!
mind here. We'll have to see what we can't get as we haven't even started the game. A nice little one-on combo there from Skeletsu. Gets another nair as well. Just feels so pummeling to get hit with it. Even though the nair itself doesn't actually do that much damage, but it just takes so long. Set comes out, sends EOQ low off stage, goes to the ground bound, gets it with turn around, doesn't get another one. Set is going to reverse the situation. Nair sends low again. Skeletsu goes wide to not get hit by the other there. Simply puts himself off stage. Absolutely not fearful of these gauntlets as you probably should be. Dare low puts it in an awful spot. The tiny little very peak of that weapon toss is going to give EOQ the advantage back on the stage. Dare on stage. The Grandman is not going to be punished by Sales First. Looking to go low, finds the recovery, probably just looking back on stage, gets back on. This is stock 1, and EOQ is going to take it with the downlight there, but absolutely very close to the game here. Could have been a big stare. The hammer comes through. Well, space, stare, sends off stage. EOQ goes low, no ground pound. A dare actually managed to hit with the weapon toss. Gets baited by that, but the hammer is just better than an arm off stage. It is what it is. Random dare. Ground pound! That's not enough. That's not enough. But apparently it is. Apparently it is. Ground pound on stage is going to be at the end of EOQ's stock. Downlight dare. Skeletsu's got momentum here. Skeletsu feeling themselves on the hammer right here. Really confident. Gets the well placed set. Low on options. EOQ. EOQ has been gazing this entire stock. Does chase dodge through the stomp, but gets stopped, nearly gets absolutely obliterated on the stage by stops there. Stop there, sorry. Gets runs in with a down air. What are you talking about? Gets down air themselves. I can't tell you a single coherent thought about anything that happened in the last 10 seconds. But what I do know is that Skeletsu is up a stock on EOQ. Out of nowhere, gets a recovery. Are they going to do it? No, no ground pound. Gets said, gets disarmed. EOQ moves a sigh of relief. Skeletsu not, I was going to say, they're not going to go aggressive with unarmed, but actually they are. Goes through the downlight. with the movement, does not get the Sair grounded though. Another opening there, Starlight Dare doesn't get the Dare follow-up though, unfortunately. Again, but Skeletor has been so well spacing these cannon D-lights. EOQ not able to get too much of them, does finally get a grounded Sair, but they are behind. And this could absolutely be on our way to the first game five of the day. Great wake up from EOQ there, out of the corner. Not letting EOQ send off stage for free. Ground bounce is not going to hit. Side C!
Player one wins.
Without positioning, you could have got that like 80 damage ago. That is wild. EOQ Skeletsu taking us to game 5 with a side sig. No one could have seen that one coming. Not an option that they've thrown out at all in this game, in this set, but in this lifetime, that's what's happening. As I didn't quite get to see the legend pick from Skeletsu. EOQ, of course, staying with the Onyx, which has been reasonably successful throughout the set. No color changes though. I think we saw the lighter color scheme earlier. As we'll see what Skeletsu has locked in. It is the Yumiko. Back at it again. We'll see, please win. Like, we will see. We will see who is going to come out in this game 5 of elimination. Best
3,
of
2,
however far we are through the
1,
back end.
brawl.
This, I believe, is to get your ticket into top 4 on to the final part of today's BRAWLHALLA set. As Skeletsu opening up with the bow, dodges through the cannon string. The cannon not being able to get super big punishes so far, but that can change with one bad dodge. Another grab from Skeletsu, but EAQ not able to punish it too convincingly. Starlight on the stage, does get the read in, that's going to be a full combo there, with the Dare as well, disarms, barely gets the dodge break in time, but misses the D-Light grab on themselves. Dare, barely over the corner of the stage, EOQ has the advantage here. EOQ gets back on stage, side sync, gets beat out somehow by the grab of D-Light. Interesting fortitude on the options right there. We're back down on the stage, it's immediately last hit, stock 1, they have not waited around. The pinball, what is happening? Kaplunk. Doesn't work out though for EOQ. The ground pound hit him with the Skeletsu special from last game. D-Light, Haymaker, it's heavy. That's going to be enough. A complete scrap fest in the middle of the stage there. This is completely to the wall gameplay right here. Hammer, Sair is going to be pretty straightforward follow-up. To not let EOQ get too many advantages. Mashing neutral when with the weapon advantage. Gets the dodge and read with the nail, but only get damage on that. Hammer has been picked up by Skeletsu. This could be scary if Skeletsu enters the yes flow. Gets a set, gets a read as well. Nearly gets this down for the recopy, but doesn't find it. There, dodges through the signature. Lovely stuff. As, take a moment, and there comes through. But it's so very tense. Starlight recovery is going to send high, giving EOQ the damage lead. That's not an option though. Doesn't get the same side sync from last game. I don't think it would have KO'd, but it would have been great damage. Doesn't get someone's load. Does get recovery though. Can they find the ground pound? Picks up the weapon. I think they just want to tank it. The Dare though of the corner is Skeletsu's last stock of the tournament. If Skeletsu cannot turn it around with the bow, that Haymaker is not going to be enough. Nearly gets a dodge red as well. This is scary stuff for Skeletsu. Have they got the clutch? Have they got the fiber? Have they got what it takes to make it to the next round of the elimination side? Gets a side sig. High Onyx defense going to be enough. Can we get a Dare? Can we get a Dare? Doesn't press a button. Looking slightly nervous. It's tough. It's a really difficult place to be. Gets the Sair. Gets the immediate dash forward fall off down air in the drop zone. And we are last stock in game number 5. In the training room tourney, we are opening up with the hammer. Definitely Skeletsu's X Factor weapon. Many hits, Starlight, Dare, sends high. Already got the damage lead back in their favour. Skeletsu whiffs over Starlight. It's going to be punished. Side air from EOQ is going to lead to some punishments. Side air sends off stage. They're not going to send it. They're just going to get Starlight Sair. They might go for it now. Looking for recovery. Looking for anything. Looking for it goes down. EOQ sticks to the wall. Stomp, Dare, sends high. We're at the point where many moves can kill. Skeletsu just needs one more clean stomp. Gets hit with the side air. Gets hit with another side air. This is a bit intense. Gets another Sair. That's not going to cover yet. Cannon can get back on stage. Pretty straightforward. Dodges on. Gets hit with the sidelights. Throws up. Sizing, not gonna hit. Too well spaced from EOQ. Neutralize, central stage. Down there. That is it. Skeletsu has been knocked out by EOQ with the down air. Clutch plays coming through, dodging around all of the killing blows that Skeletsu is putting up. And that is the end of the tournament. EOQ is going to make it into top 4 with a stellar Game 5 performance. And that is going to be the end of this set in the elimination side. Whew. Well played, of course, to both players. Away from Skeletsu, but like sometimes the very hardest hit is that final one in Game 5. But hey, that's why these tournaments are around, because there is no other way to get that kind of feeling of being in your 10th game in a tournament and needing to not let some silly little opening get to you, and you know, you'll just take that to the next set. Of course, there are many more tournaments to be played in this wide world of Brawlhalla. I think we've got one in a month. But cool. In any case, I'm going to stop yapping, and we're going to get to our next set. I think we should be, let me go check the bracket. We should be, I think, in top 4 now, I think. Let me go see. Yes, I think there's still a game being played on the other side of elimination side, but that should finish up fairly swiftly. So we're going to go take a quick break while we prep for that, and we'll be back with Stormy versus DMS. Demolishment, maybe. We'll see. I'll be back in a sec. there we go. We are back for our winners finals. And finally back for our top 4 block of the tournament. So we're going up firstly with Stormy and DMS, 2 very commanding players over the course of this tournament scene. That of course is just the first match we got lined up. After that we'll have EOQ, who we saw in the last game, go up versus Plex, who is looking to make their way through the lower semi-finals, and then we'll do lower finals, and then finally grand finals. There are 4, maybe 5 more sets of Brawlhalla to be played today, as we see Azuri Mirror coming out here. Is a bit interesting, but it can be done. It can be done. Maybe just what you can do, I can do better. Perhaps thinking from Stormy. We will see how this actually ends up going as we hopefully will get into our first game 1. I've told them good to go. Yep, the message has been heard. That is some good stuff. I'm just gonna take a real quick sip break real quick. And there we go.
3,
Let's get into it.
2,
It's Stormy
1,
on Azuri
brawl.
versus DMS on the Azuri. DMS, I guess, being the real Azuri, the long time Azuri player. Stormy just playing for the set, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe Stormy is out here normally on Azuri. I don't know. Big down air, looking to get the neutral stick. See, that's the classic. That's how you know the DMS is about that. So you go for the neutral stick again. Could go another one. Actually, no, just ground pounds. And that's it. And that's it. Sometimes it does only take a couple buttons, and DMS is sternly up in this first game. Stormy flipping over to the lightsabers, does get a little high five though, not to get a read beyond it, does get dead though, looking to get back on stage. That's a very risky recovery. DMS could have gone to that and start neutral sticking over the side stage if Stormy is going to be that hurriedly getting back stage. D-Sig not gonna come through as DMS stays low. Neutral recovery. Does the die? Double weapon toss. Stormy swapping over to the swords. Can they find side stick? No, not quite. Starlight is going to be punished. Could be another ground bounce. No, DMS stays high. Looking to get nailed. Oh, barely goes just above that as Stormy picks up the swords. Looking to find anything, not pressing a single button as DMS gets another side outside stage. Weapon toss down. Could get new stick. Doesn't need it. That is 3 stocks to 1 for DMS over Stormy. So Stormy definitely needing to dig deep. That's a nair dare. Dare on the stage, looking to get a fastball, beat down. Down recovery. It's just Stormy back on the stage. Has signs of life. Not gonna let DMS get away with every little single little feature sting they want to get off stage. You are red, and you're getting up for that. And Stormy picking up the little teeny mini lightsabers, looking to get some more damage built up. Side it, he's got a whiff though, right in Stormy's face. Gets a little punch from that, but it's difficult to get a sort of spacing punish in the same way that weapons like Axe can. Beautiful fade back from Stormy after the neutral stick misses. Very easy to fall into that ground pound right there. Just get neutralized coming though, and that is going to be a quick
Player
game number
1
1
wins.
from DMS. Needing to only do 300, not even 400 damage from DMS is what's required to take that first game, and we are going to go probably very quickly. I'm not 100% if Stormy is going to stay on the. Nope, they won't. They're swapping over back to the Zariel, which they've been playing for most of today. So definitely the comfortable pick for them. And what they're looking for to really take things in this tournament. The comfort pick, the nice shoes are back on. The ones you've broken in after a while. I hate buying these shoes. Anyway,
3,
we're going
2,
back
1,
into
brawl.
game number 2. DMS up, but this is only, of course, game 2. Stormy could lose many more stocks before this set is over. So absolutely, chickens cannot be counted until they have made it to the grand finals. But nice open ups from DMS, especially with the Nair. Such a difficult move to punish sometimes. It's so quick, it's so spherical in nature that really you just kind of have to let it happen and just hope that you are overspacing it anyway, or that you're putting out hitbox anyway. Otherwise, nothing to be done about that. Neutral air unarmed as well, which we'll come to. Nice little chase, dash, jump, neutral dodge to get to Stormy's pressure. But Sunlight recovery is going to send DMS high. Stormy making it way closer. Neutral is going not to phase Stormy. Ground pound right on the noggin is going to do it. Gauntlet's ground pound always being a pretty difficult one. I mean, no ground pound is great to be hit to, but Gauntlet's ground pound is just plain simple. You get boxed and you probably lose your stock. So no nonsense, no gimmicks, and the signature of Katara's signature will come through. The side signature is going to be one super light punish, but it's much better than being hit by it. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it works. Literally out here with the gold gameplay, but still not expecting it. And Katara's ground pound is just so fast that unless you're really flying through it, you can just get 1 or 2 freebies per set. I mean, it's not a freebie at all. It was conditioning, right? Like, still, he wasn't expecting it because DMS didn't want them to expect it. Gets the chase dodge shot window, gets him coming as well. Side air is going to finish off that stock. Beautiful little Katara string to send Stormy down to their final stock in this game, though. Like, that stock, the complete opposite. That was not a gold stock. That was absolute prowess there of the Katara kit. Every single move perfectly placed for getting Stormy down low the razor. But a ground pound just has a dodge left. Doesn't even have a dodge left. Only had a jump, used their dodge earlier on in that stock. And Stormy is going to be swapping over to the gauntlets in this absolute egg white stocks in game number 2. Stormy definitely putting up much of a fiercer fight with Zariel. Absolutely the legend they wanted to be playing the whole time. I don't know what the whole story thing was all about, but hey-oh, now we know. Stormy is landing with the downers. Not the same Stormy toss as the last time. Stormy calling out the DMS, not looking to approach without a weapon. So just takes a moment to cycle. Gets the side stick, that's going to be nice damage, not throwing up the KO. Neutral stick is definitely go wide. DMS thinking about going for more, does find it. Set, there, that's it! 0-2 death from DMS. DM destruction right there. Cannot believe it. One sort of questionable neutral signature there from Stormy, and DMS cashed that one in with interest. Completely got away with it. Katara's broken. I mean, I don't know, Chief. I don't know, Chief. Like, sometimes you may get hit with the right connection of moves off stage, and in that positioning, you know, many weapons can finish you off. Like, I guess it's more how do we get this position in the first place? Like with the Katars. So, but yeah, Katara's good. Yeah, Katara's pretty nice. Katara's pretty nice right now. Like mostly, it's quite easy to get over now.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Like, and you know, if you can keep doing that, then you know, it's pretty easy. Like, just like that. Get the dodge reads, and there are many options beyond that. So Stormy looking to go very low, gets ground pounded though again. Bizarrely interesting, smashing ground pound. It doesn't quite kill, but it's good damage regardless. As DMS does get red though with the gauntlets, weapon us down, connects into a Nair. Nair connects into anything. But it's the Omni tool, it's the Omni everything. But Sarah, this is on stage, DMS could do something here. Ground pound's wide, but Stormy going very low. Both players very low. Stormy does manage to get into the recovery and make it back on stage. Oh, yeah, why not? And that's a secure. Stormy up with the bone stick reversal off stage. knowing that DMS really is one to push it off stage from having so much success before, but not this time. The light recovery is going to send high, Ser, low, tosses away the Katazo, looking to swarm over to the sword for the more consistent care follow-ups. Just stands completely still as a stone, still as a statue, looking to read what Stormy is going to do. But not able to find it. Picks up the sword at last, finds a Ser. That one is just going to be enough to KO. No need to secure a further edge guard, and will lead us to the end of the set. There, hit him with the sawtooth. What was that there? Set off stage, could ground pound. No good for Darren said, but Stormy back on stage, looking to perhaps bait DMS to come back on stage. Side lights over side of stage. It's a tricky option. I'm not sure we can get if he hit it, but in any case, Stormy dodges too early for the weapon down. Side on stage could be looking for edge guard. It's an interesting. Everyone thought he was coming, but Stormy able to stay around that, but not get a punish. Side sent off stage. Side again to the stage. Long options. Another third side. 4 side in a row off the stage. Back to back. Hit him with the sword tooth on stage, and then hit with the ping pong off the wall. Jump off stage. What is happening? Really many guitar buttons being pressed. Gets the dodge as well. That's super scary to dodge from Stormy. Goes get the next dodge on that. Down with signature. Perfect dodge from DMS. Not gonna fall for that one. Looking to jump up. Get the dare. Not able to find it. Gets Sarah back on stage. Side 6. Not able to find the signature follow up. Dodge down. Side signature would have been the catcher there, but not able to find it. Dodge. But Stormy does not go for any sort of edge guard, even though DMS only had a single option to jump back on stage. Didn't want to risk it versus the guitars. Because they're scary. Scary 2 little swords. They are gone though. Stormy gets the bow cider and takes us down to the final stocks of game number 2. This of course being Stormy's winner's side stock. If they lose this, they'll of course go to losers finals and will play for the right to fight DMS back in the grand finals. I mean, what we did there? Wait a minute! Neutral signature with the ground pound, but DMS did touch, goes right back on the stage, picks up the sword, immediate side stick, and that is going to secure things. Super duper scary there from Stormy with the neutral signature, with their last option as well. Nearly gets a reversal, but DMS keeps their cool, goes round the side of the stage, does not get hit by any other suspicious stuff. And is going to be headed to grand finals on the winners' side. DMS, of course, got 2nd place in the last training room tournament, so looking to get the 1 position upgrade. I think they lost to Masashi, who has since actually ranked up and is therefore no longer eligible to participate in the training room tourney. So maybe this will be what DMS needs to get to their first training room win. In any case, we're going to be heading over to the elimination side of bracket to see who is going to be facing who's going to be facing Stormy in the elimination finals. The matchup is going to be between EOQ and Plex to see who can be the one to take it all the way. I think we have not seen Plex around for quite some time, so we're going to see how they've been going as the day has proceeded. So we'll see how things go. EOQ, of course, on the Onyx that we've been seeing quite a lot of, and Plex on the Vow, which we saw in the tournament. So no silly picks at all in this set. We are playing pure mains, and we're playing to make it to that. Let me think. So I think, yeah, winner of this gets 3rd place, I believe, which is the first prize pool position for the tourney. So that's, I believe it's like €1 is on it.
3, 2,
it's
1,
it's big dollar players, big dollar players at the training room tourney. And we'll see how things go. In any case, we're getting into this elimination semi-final match. EOQ opening up with the gauntlets, Cindy getting sizing as well, but eventually swallowed away by the sword on, is that the meta there? I think that is, of Plex. Getting new shot themselves, looking to get something inside the change, but EOQ staying low. The large walls on Bush Lines is going to give EOQ a nice bit of runway to not get completely checkmated by the sword sizing, so it would have made things work. Picks up the cannon at last, looking to get any opening, really swinging for the fences here. Starlight goes through, nothing funny there. Usually, that's what we've really seen. Looking to dissuade maybe the side sig, but Plex not falling for it, does go for it anyway, and reset back nearly to neutral, down at the recovery. It's going to send high the tiny bomb from the cannon there. Doesn't quite fall on the side, so I think he wanted to do a side charge there, but it would be down heavy to catch EOQ napping. All the best gauntlets. Sidelight. I don't even know what kind of read that was, but that is going to be the end of Plex's first stock. As obviously we can't get the side air is going to come through. Nearly going to be enough to take the first stocks, but Plex has really been having difficulty. But nice read on the recovery of EOQ to get the sword of Bonk to secure that stock. And we are back down to even. Nair comes through, it's going to be fun to put into like 2 times on the stage. Can we get upgrades? Gets the silence on the stage. Starlight not able to get the recovery. The ground pound on stage, just trying to say things. It's really going back and forth. Gauntlets hits, really sending people flying. Let's see, weapon toss up. That sure is a option. Not able to get the read on the dodge down though. Looks like it's going to whiff to a dodge, but EOQ didn't even press the button. Double Starlight thing that was. It's going to whiff. Looks like gets the reverse in the air though. And we are staying firmly rooted on the centre of the stage here as we look to get over the top of the cannon. Sair sends off stage. Another Sair comes through as well, but that one is going to win. No one options here. And Nair could have been actually brutal there because EOQ with no options. Plex looks to weapon toss down in order to get the to break the pressure, but the Nair was too quick from EOQ, and that is going to be the stock advantage once again for EOQ over Plex. And I think got that down signature, which I got buffed last patch. I remember it. Oh no, it was Ada down signature. It was Ada's bit down signature last patch. I forget if they touched on the battle down signature. I remember the Ada's down signature funny because it was minus on here. It was hilarious. In any case, the cannon of EOQ is definitely opening up Plex over here. Plex is not going to do very much at all with this final stock. Neutralite sends far away, but not enough. Can we get a ground pound? A jouncing is going to be enough, even with the high defense of Onyx. The damage was built up regardless, so that will do it. Can we get a weapon starve? Starlight sends away. Doesn't pick an upgrade yet. Super sneaky for no particular reason. On the pick up. South Sun stage looking to get an immediate dodge in, but EOQ stays wide. Finds Starlight recovery.
Player 2 wins.
It's going to be EOQ taking game number 1. Elimination semi-finals, but we'll see if if Plex can adjust and get some gauntlet plays in this next game, as we do not have a change of scenery. We're going right back to the Lion's Den, the Fortress of Lions, as we'll see how this set will go.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Okay. Let's get. Yeah. That's an option. That's an option like that. Yeah. Very fine smash hitbox down thing. It's gonna get caught though. Hold on a minute. EOQ opening up big with the cannon. The smash hitbox sends wide. There's another one as well. Plex nearly sided into it as well with the last move options here. EOQ really opening up strong with the cannon here. Nearly getting a quick stock. The side sends off. Gets botted away by the coffee. Both players getting confidence as the set goes on. It was pretty standard game number 1. Lot of center play, but these players starting to get a bit of a feel for how the other wants to do business, and the edge guards are becoming more pronounced as things go on. But the toss is going to go high. Double side light, but didn't get a dodge read on it, so they will find a follow-up, and the cannon recovery is going to secure the first stock. Neutralite, however, is going to be punished as Plex was in the spawn in vulnerability. And the weapon toss, however, pick up into the Neutralite. It's a nice little follow-up. Instead of stage, couldn't get an edge guard here. Just go for the side sig, but again, the high or the big walls of Fortune Alliance making it not too taxing for EOQ to work around that. But the sword dare is going to be nearly enough. A weapon toss and a down air, that will do it. EOQ not able to touch Plex, able to fix that edge guard up real good. I was waiting. It's been a long time since our first gameplay moment of the day to happen. So elimination finals is one place for it. That's an interesting nair drop right there. But whatever, it's just a couple of kicks of an air. It's like 8 damage missed out on there. Oh well. But in any case, Flex not too phased, gets a downlight pick up there, but doesn't not kind of setting it to hit on the end of it. EOQ managing to sweat on stage is an interesting one, but that's just what kind of does to you sometimes. You can get very confident and says weapon toss away. EOQ though, I think maybe thought we had a dodge or something there. That was weird. It just kind of fell didn't quite count their resources properly. And Flex really kind of pressing on that advantage stage after one little misplay for EOQ and edge guard. Yeah. It's going to not quite come up. D-like ground pound though, this is the jump unfortunately. He Plex on the stage, and somehow, someway, Plex is nearly brought back even, but not quite. EOQ with the cannon side air, center of the side stage, and that is going to be Plex down once again in the set. The D-light neutral heavy, not going to be quite enough, but the nair is going to send it really low. Can we get a D-light? No, we're waiting. We can get a D-light, even with, I think that was a really weird reverse ground pound. Nearly sent EFG back on stage, would have been lowered. Gets the downlight there though, but not to get AV beyond that. Cannon coming up less of DPs, but not going to extend too much beyond that. We'll see what Plex can do here. Downlight, max space downlight into the nair is going to be advantage state, but nothing too much beyond that. We head back to center stage, down air into the weapon toss as well as the sword. It means nothing. Really bizarre little antics from Plex here, just picking up a weapon. Yep, this is the time for the new sync kit. It's not quite remembered what it was yet. Another sword cycle comes out, but I mean, props to EOQ for not being hit by a single one of these. But they do make it look really easy, and many, I definitely would have been hit by probably all of them actually. Actually, I wouldn't have made it this far. Actually, in fairness, unless I met Plex in round 1, it is what it is. Like they don't jig up on that. Anyway, we're getting into the end of this game. And EOQ is going to secure it with the D-Light Gunpound and go up 2-0 in the set over Plex. So again, a very close game. Could be one to go the distance, but Plex just not able to get sort of their game plan going. EOQ's been making them sort of very uncomfortable at many points in time, as we do have a bit of a map switch up. We're going to small world end, which does have the similar sidewalls.
3, 2, 1.
It's funny,
brawl.
in no other matchup does the length of the walls of the first map really super duper matter. I mean, okay, there's probably other cases, but none are so obvious as something. As we get a cannon string, wait a minute, EOQ. Something about the first cannon of the game, the first exchange of the game. EOQ really lights up. Not able to find the KO quite, but that is brilliant damage put onto the side of Plex. They're going to really have to put a lot of pounds onto EOQ. As another dodge is read, the slightly haphazard going to cancel D-Lights is going to be caught with cannon side out, and that is a free Sarah at that point. And he's going to switch shot and get another side out. These side outs for EOQ really opening up for Plex consistently. Gets a D-Light as well. Another side comes through. Even though EOQ was a bit closer to the side, it's still not going to be quite hitting. Though Plex fighting back with the sword, gets another spot dodge red, but the cooldown on that is much lower, so EOQ not going to push things when the dodge was not guaranteed. D-Sig is going to come out, but not gonna be placing as EOQ is far away, so he resets. Silas sends off stage, really wanted that one to hit. Gonna go for the D-Light. Down heavy, looking to cover, I guess, a dodge back through on the stage. Ground Pound is not going to save Flex, though. They stay barely back enough to where that isn't going to be enough to hit, and we go back to tight stops. But EOQ definitely with the advantage here, looking to get a side of the stage, gets a nail on the side of the stage, goes just for a little thing, another one. Flex not going to be tricked by that, manages to thread the needle between the children, goes for the reverse dare, for the X pivot, not able to find it, picks up the sword. EOQ looking for the read on the gauntlet, not able to find it, so they'll just have to swap back over to the cannon and see what we can't get. Lose light would have killed, but it's not hit. The reverse dare is an option of the side of the stage, tosses the cannon down, does pick it back up eventually, but does get hit with the neutral stick and going high. Barely picks up the cannon, nobody can run this side. The side stick on stage apparently is what Flex needs. EOQ being super tricky with the cannon and finally just find the neutral light. Super duper bizarro recovery there to make it back on, recovering the other way. But who's recovering? But sometimes cannon just gives you so much mobility with Says that you can just get away with silly stuff. But the equalizer side signature is going to be enough for Flex to get back to a tight game. They could take us to game number 4, or EOQ could knock them out of the tournament right here with the gauntlets. Maybe not their favourite weapon. Flex definitely liking the gauntlets either, as they are gone. So EOQ maybe looking to send over as Flex neutralites, but we do get a ground pound from Flex. Ground pound EOQ is definitely out here as we pick it up. Get down as well. They are just absolutely battering each other. We do pick up the cannon. MZ looking for a neutral light, looking for a downlight, looking for anything to secure the stop, and then there, with the downlight there, is not going to be enough. One more of those is going to be needed. But double side light doesn't get the dodge read though, and EOQ able to escape from that one. Yes, he does great. Side stick, EOQ not going to fall for that. Neutral stick is the mix up. EOQ not falling for that one either. As we check back to neutral. We could get a side sig, but Flex doesn't believe it. Flex does not believe in that side sig on the side of the stage. It is not an option anymore, which is exactly the moment where it starts becoming an option again. But we'll see if we get inauspicious. Double recovery sends EOQ high. Down heavy though, not advised versus EOQ, even though they were unarmed. That is still going to be enough to take the set 3-0 over Plex. Plex getting, I believe that will be 4th place, I think. So super duper well played to Plex, but EOQ is going to be moving on to the next stage of the bracket. Just going to take a real quick 2-minute break, and then we'll be back with the latter half of top 4. There we go, and we are back with what should be the elimination finals of the training room tourney number 9. We're just going to get readied up real quick with Stormy and EOQ. I'm just going to join the lobby real quick so we can get ready to go. looks like they are already ready to go. So let's not tarry any further. Let's get into it. EOQ, no swaps, as you probably would have been expecting, and likewise from Stormy with the Zariel. None of that cheeky little Qatar holiday. No, we're going with the bow, with the gauntlets. Yet again, another gauntlet meal. Absolute right alpha.
3,
Good luck
2,
to both
1,
players.
brawl.
This is the round, of course, to make it to grand finals, but also to guarantee at least the second place finish, which I believe gets you €3, a big €3, big grand pound from Stormy to start things off. But does get the dodge red, the neutral dodge gets hit with the recovery, neutral light as well, but not able to get too much of a follow-up beyond that. The dodge, both players really sticking to each other like a north magnet and a south magnet. They cannot be separated. But the downlight there is going to send Stormy off stage, but it's over to the gauntlets. That is going to be a free punish to stare right into the midst of Stormy. But not able to get too much weight on that. Sent off stage. There is no threat on the sword sighting anymore. That has been vanquished. So we are going to head back to this last part of the stocks. And MLZ is going. So EOQ is going to take it with the cannon side there. Interesting way to wait out the iframes, but not going to get much more opportunity as the neutral signature on the bow is going to very quickly even things up. I mean, we have a completely even game two. Gets a 3-piece with the gauntlets. Nice down air to finish off that combo after getting the dodge. Not able to get to skip that section. Does get the down air though. Dodges through side air and does get the reverse dodge. Going against those side lights to get a little bit more damage, but does find the side light set in order to get the recovery beyond that side signature. But EOQ not in the headspace to punish that right there, thinking Stormy is going to do anything else. No something come through. EOQ going to be sent off stage for that. Could we see a ground pound? We do, but the weapon toss is well timed from EOQ, so not going to be hit by that. Sidelight is going to be just too stubby to hit EOQ, who's far away. Side neutral air does send down. Both players really being very careful about how they get that last hit on the gauntlets. Gauntlets not having a reliable knockout setup, really needing the read or difficult D-light recovery inputs to make it work. So the down signature is going to be Stormy just puts up another blitzen ground pound off stage, taking notes out of a certain other players that we saw today with the bow ground pounds. But EOQ is going to even things up. Stormy is going to be slightly behind, slightly ahead, I should say, coming into the run, but absolutely not a big lead by any means. This could go any particular which way it wants to. Sideline recovery sends high. Not able to get another sidelight. Stormy waiting this time, not able to get a big read, but it doesn't matter because we reset back down to neutral. We get another sidelight. We actually do get a read this time, but still wait slightly on the recovery for some particular reason. Not quite sure why. In any case, gets the read in with the cannon, but Stormy jumps out of it. Neutral light sends low though. Goes to the big for the ground pound. Stormy does not counter hit to get back on stage. Sarah does not bomb, does not send low, but the ground pound is going to be enough for Stormy to take game number one. Repping the Greece flag, of course, on the wall, spray painted it, and goes into game number two with an advantage over EOQ. Wait a minute, what? Wait, breaking news. Apparently, the antics of Stolatsky earlier has made its way back to the clan people that be
3, 2,
this is
1,
unverified
brawl.
news. Like apparently the training room does mean a lot sometimes. Like I mean, of course, it is what it is. Like, if you want to win, just take it too far. In any case, we have a opening up nice neutral dodge too. Let's go. Look at that recovery. But the immediate ground pound from EOQ is going to just about break the pressure. But they were very lucky to not get hit by that last recovery there, because it absolutely would have used an armed ground pound. Recovery again quite high, but not able to find it. EOQ sent low, and we'll see if we can get a side air. Is going to send off stage. D-light is lovely. Nice spot dodge. Really slow there. Able to get the punish on as well. Could we get a down air? Not quite. Stormy really going wide for that. So not able to find quite yet. As we try and find very silly hitbox of the down like there. And another D sig down signature on the gauntlets. Instead gets Stormy absolutely not falling for that kind of malarkey, as he slide charge down heavy is going to be punished. That is going to be also not a tricky one, but Stormy not ready with the dodge in that situation. It's going to give the advantage. That could have been a bad dodge from Stormy, but EOQ not going to push any further on that one. Very risky recovery back on stage. Stormy the Negan's punished. Does get the recovery. The Negan's there afterwards. Grand Van though, sent back down. Starlight in the jobby, he's going to miss. Neutral light sent back on stage. Stormy really trying to get this last hit to get the stop, but not able to find it. Says on stage again. Big, that should be a big punch. Nair is an interesting option there. Pretty sure Sarah was guaranteed with the dodge being down, but it's not going to matter. Stormy is going to go up yet again in this set against EOQ. I'm kind of just look where it's like I just had 2 hits of an air. What's happening now here? In any case, we'll have to see what EOQ can do on this last stop in this game. Dini gets a ground pound. I don't find it. Down signature. EOQ trying to go high. No, don't find it. Stormy not going to push too hard though, and is going to get hit with the Nair recovery, the side air. Every single hit EOQ is spinning out is barely not enough on this large Western air temple. Not even putting out a hitbox, just staying glued. Stormy again looking to eventually get the opening that they want. Very reliable stuff. Dodges to cancel their momentum, to not lose their stop. Starlight recovery is going to not be quite enough, but this is so much damage. Stormy has just been out here just putting the moves in on EOQ on this last stock, and it was looking a lot less close than it was about 20 seconds ago. Stormy is looking poised to the game 2. EOQ sails back onto the stage, just not feeling confident enough to go for a big cannon string, even with the dodge being burnt. Side signature is going to be dashed away from. Silent recovery is going to be enough.
Player 1 wins.
Stormy going up in game number 2 versus EOQ. We'll have to see what EOQ can pull out in this third game. They've been pretty close. You can notice 621 damage Stormy had to do to take that game. EOQ definitely not making it easy to get these KOs, but unfortunately Stormy not making it look too difficult to rack up 600 plus damage onto that stock. So we do have a swap from EOQ. We're going to a different cannon legend. We're off of the Onyx of old and on to the 7. We'll see if the 7 can be what
3, 2, 1, brawl!
To get us to a 4th game perhaps, and maybe to a matchup with DMS in the grand finals. But for now, we pick up the cannon. We do get a sidelight, but a normal Stormy does not get the readers. EOQ jumps out of the pressure there. Another Donald comes through, but EOQ staying wide around that. Dodges through, but very, very cagey stuff. Neither player wanted to give the other a super duper big advantage at that point. Into the neutral stick is going to come out there. Immediate dash jump recovery is going to catch EOQ. Napping and sliding. Nice dodge through the side there. Could we get a player? We do just get a side sig, but EOQ not able to punish it as the long range makes it quite difficult to get around. Stormy just camping the platforms, looking to get something going on there as we look into getting to who can take the first stock. Ooh, risky side line stage to hit the wall and not go much further. The spear, though, we'll see what EOQ's spear can be getting up to. It's been a minute since we've seen any spear. I think was that a side stick coming out of there? The drop zone nair is an interesting option. Obviously, we can't get further. EOQ looking to stay on the wall, neutralize. Gets it in the face with another though. Sidelight is going to build more damage. No disting though. Just going to get another neutralize. Can absolutely send him completely into the next state, as it turns out. And EOQ is going to be once again down, unfortunately. Looking for the down 6 follow-up. The neutral signature from the cannon, of course. We'll have to see if it comes into effect this game. Or maybe it's on the 1 and 7, yeah we do. Has the bizarre spiking here box. Stormy not in position to go over that. Nice wake up. It's going to release pressure on the EOQ. Gets the recovery as well. That should be enough. Yeah. And if you thought about whether you do anything more on that and decided, nah, it's good, it's aight. And it was neutral signature to start off the stock is definitely one of the options that you have to go for. Gets the read though. Recovery? No, the dodge comes back in time for Stormy. Again, the cannon has always just been the wise mate, but never quite able to be the one that takes the stock with the extended string. Gets a dodge in, but Stormy staying lower than was necessary for that to be a particular combo. So EOQ will need to look a little further. Does get hit with recovery. Sends up. Another side stage. Starlight there. Interesting's back on the side stage. I think that might have been meant to be the other way. But does not quite get the side stage either. It's definitely some needed stuff. And I think we'll have to see what we can't get. But how long a minute? We're getting a lot of signature uses coming out right here. As double there though, shades of DMS from earlier with the zigzags. But that's going to be that's a very risky dodge. Stormy, no playing about on his last stock. Absolutely not happy with being behind for maybe the first time in a while. Does get recovery finally after really fiending for any strong opening there. Does find the dare and is able to take us to even stocks in game number 3. We'll see if Stormy can come out on top over EOQ. Go plays just staying out of the hit range, just taking a little moment, take a little moment to breathe. Going with the sidelight, sidelight and follow. Music is going to go high. the big fist is not going to be enough. Side stick, that's going to do it. New stick is going to go high. Side stick, it's going to happen again. Where did these sticks come from? We've been seeing barely any for like most of the set. But Stormy really coming out here with the new stick. That's going to be it. And Stormy 3-0 in elimination finals is not going to be denied another date with DMS for the grand finals of the Training Room Tournament 9. They have knocked out EOQ after a very long elimination bracket run, I think, from EOQ. I think they got knocked down. Oh my word, I'm not tabbing back. Yeah, it was 4 rounds ago. So a very long and arduous journey all the way to elimination finals. Absolutely got to give it up for the resilience that you need to play so many back-to-back sets to make it here. But in any case, that is going to be that, and we're ready to move on to grand finals. It is going to be DMS versus Stormy. 2 players that we've seen a lot of over the course of today, and we'll have to see what we can't do. See if we can get them in the lobby real quick. We've got Stormy back. And hopefully DMS should be ready to go any moment now. There we go. And we'll have to see what the pick. I mean, I could probably guess what the picks might be. I suspect it could be Zarya Gaming and Azuri Gaming from DMS as well. So here we are. It is grand finals. Who you guys got for who's going to be the one to take home the €6 on the line for Training Room Tournament 9? I think if I was a numbers person, I would say probably got to be DMS. It was a 3-0 in winners finals, but Stormy played pretty well in the last set. Plus, he got a slight drip change as well, which definitely can make all the particular difference. In any case, we're going to get into grand finals in just a moment. And there we go. DMS versus the Zariel of Stormy.
3, 2, 1.
Stormy being a newcomer
brawl.
to the training room tournament scene. They have not played, I don't believe, in the training room since before today. So to make it all the way to grand finals is absolutely nothing to be sniffed at, as we get an immediate down finisher over the side of the stage to open things up. Stormy, definitely, they had to play a pretty patient last set to make it through the wall of EOQ, but now up against a fresh player, it's DMS. You gotta be setting new standards and making sure that DMS is not getting too happy. Looking for the double side light, not able to find it. The Nair sends high. D-Light, however, is going to be too tall in order to get the dodge through there. D-Light's there, it's going to send on stage. The wall of DMS on stage is really difficult to get through sometimes. But the D-Light is going to push that DMS big up. But the big long charge on the neutral signature, that is pretty difficult to get around for DMS, not expecting that kind of zany gameplay. Looking for another one, white. I'm not even sure what that would have been. I guess just big damage if you get that. Grand Bound not going to come through. DMS jumps over the stair, looking to get a Grand Bound as well. It's Stormy ready, not going to over-aggress, just look for a side bite and get back on stage and continue the build from there. But DMS is going to take it with a sword slider. And that is going to lead us to the second stock of the game. DMS gets it down the start of the stage. That can be brutal. Doesn't aggress too far though. Stormy staying over that. D-Light doesn't get beyond that. Does get the data this time. But it's not a good bit. And Nair comes through. But DMS not able to get to particularly much extension beyond the single down hits. Does get the sunlight. Looking for the Dale as well. Stormy looking to break the pressure in any way that they can. Doesn't want the bow. Wants the gauntlets. Sends DMS high. Weapon down break up there is going to be like the downfield. D-Sig is going to be punished, but not D-Sig from DMS is not really what they're looking for. Another weapon loss. Nair is going to build more damage. DMS looking to pop over to the sword. Probably when the next weapon comes through. Goes to the side stick. Going to be punished by side air. Stormy going all the way down. Look at the stick. Can we get a Zulu stick? Not quite. DMS really threatening it though. Stormy giving so much respect. Side stick is going to whiff though. And the guitar's going to be tossed high, swap over to the sword, looking for the D-Light, miss one D-Light, get another one, that's going to be it. And DMS is going to take the second stock first as well. So DMS with a very slight advantage, but a Sair could come through. Stormy gets stuck on the roof for a sec there. I don't think they were going to get that. The Dare is going to be stuck out. You need to start letting this like D-Light, Sair, looking for another Sair as well. Hits the recovery as well. Another Sair comes through. Side sig. Stormy is lost right now. Stormy is enough. Gets a hit with the Dare after the Grand One. And that's going to be it.
Player 2 wins.
Wildin. Of all things, the sword of DMS really waking up in that last game. That's going to be a lot of damage racked up just very, very quickly. I think Stormy knew really what hit them. They were just out here ground pounding with 2 jumps left or what have you. So, out of what was a particularly close game right up until the end, DMS runs away with it, and we look to have a legend swap from Stormy going over to what must be Zal. It exactly is. We'll see what the new set can come out here. We of course. With the super stance, we got the 10 strength Zal. So every single hit here,
2,
is going to be doing us so. For those slightly out the loop, BMG recently added super stances to this game. They give you +2 in a stat of your choosing in exchange for 2 out of 2 other stats. Which did lead to a couple novel things. So every legend that could at one point go up to 9 of a speed. Doesn't matter! Doesn't matter! Wait a minute! No explanation needed! Hold on a second. DMS doesn't care about what your attack says. DMS doesn't care. Your defense is low. Your dex is low. 9 attack is what it is. If you can't get that hit, side light is not going to come through. DMS absolutely running away. Dare is coming through as well. DMS just absolutely Mario partying on the C-stick, whatever it is right now. Just pressing whatever light that they want. It's wild out here. Stormy cannot get a hit through. Finally, a side light is going to hit. Barely makes it over. The neutral signature. The side stick is going to go wide. Stormy looking for that, but another set. It doesn't matter. So GMS is going to keep going. He's looking to very quickly. Wakes up after missing that. Gets her down there. Stormy bonks. DMS bonks. Returns to D-Light. What is that? Recovery! And that's it. Even down on the bottom of the stage, it doesn't matter. That is a 75 damage game on 10 stone, which is one like 4 hits. That is how game 2 goes sometimes. The zany switch from Stormy is not going to be what it is right now. The large lead time on Zol's attacks completely being opened up by those katars. DMS was just getting away with whatever they wanted. It looked like those mods where they take out all the end lag off of the moves, like it's DBZ or something. But actually, that's release katars right now. That's how it do be. So we're swapping over to the Chell. Much more sensible. You've got the battle boots and the gauntlets, 2 quick weapons.
3, 2,
which
1,
shouldn't be so at the mercy of being whiff punished over and over by the guitar. DMS opening with the sword, gets out of the third stage, dodges through the gunpowder though, not going to fall for that one as it was quite telegraphed. Another gun goes through. DMS looking, not only dodging around it, but looking to get a punish on their own with the dare. Side sig is going to be punished. The new fight is going to be the one way, and that's going to lead to DMS. Double weapon toss. Both fucking wanting the other to go away, and the other guitar back out again. The guitars are off stage. Stormy needs to be so careful with on stage. Look at the interesting signature. DMS goes really low, probably thinking that Stormy is going to go for some kind of something there. I wanted to just bide their time down there. Yep, but actually not able to get the punish. DMS a little slow on the side sig, and not thinking the song would take quite so long to go for that. Starlight comes through. Yes, it's on stage with a bonus now. Boost of coffee can be punished, but DMS is without a weapon. Looking to get a D-Light anyway to tap it in. Not able to find it. DMS goes back on stage to get the sword. And we have a little bit of a chance here for Stormy if they can get with a coffee. Does find a stair though, and another stair as DMS goes very high in order to find the stop there. Side sig, not going to come through. Doesn't get the read with the gauntlets. The gauntlets being, of course, what Stormy has been playing the most of the course of the day. So definitely comes big, but difficult to find a knockout with, especially with these kind of antics. DMS is going to fall from the D-Sig, but the D-Sig force actually isn't that particularly great, even off stage sometimes. So especially not with it. I guess they didn't get the basket box that you get grounded. So not going to really even send anywhere. But the coffee is going to find it. Stormy is going to make things a bit more close here. Starlight comes through. Doesn't go getting to the floor. Just get a recovery though, never recovery. That is big. Like over the boots, looking to climb up another set of boots afterwards. But DMS picks up the sword. Activate but slightly forwards. But this thing is going to catch him. Side signature! Wait a minute! That is a wild follow-up right there. Stormy not ready for that. And that absolutely could be the tournament for DMS right there on that baller signature combo right there with the sword. Gets the open up. Stormy dodges up, gets caught again, dodges back through. Stormy looking for anything, grab on the side of the stage, goes on the gunpowder, gonna send it over and over, looking for a stair, gets set themselves, sent low. This could be it. It is it! DMS is going to take it 3-0 in grand finals over Stormy with a 2-stock even. Stormy looking for the last hit. They're not going to be able to find it, and the brutal punish game from DMS. Any particular opening was absolutely cashed in with interest as well. Well played to DMS, well played to Stormy, and well played to everyone that came out to play in the training room tourney number 9. So this is going to be the end of proceedings today. DMS is going to take their share of the €10 prize pool. They're going to be again. I think the big bucks are €6 here. So that's going to be how things are. In any case, I guess any other news to mention, we have a Discord, of course, if you want to stay in the loop with the other tournaments that we run. I'm gonna go post a link to that real quick. We do have another tournament planned in about a month's time from now. So this one is the match tournament series that will be bigger prize pools, open entry as well, no max tiers, so anyone can enter the match tournament, and yeah, it's going to be a great time, and it will be on, let me go check when it's scheduled for. It is going to be on Saturday, June 6th. So yeah, about 3 weeks or so from now. In other news, special thanks to my back of house staff again, Senil Sass, helping out with keeping things running smoothly in the background and doing a lot of stream work today as well, and has helped us get through this top 4 with absolute expedition. So lovely stuff. In any case, we're going to wrap things up there. I hope you've all had a great afternoon. I believe, actually, I think Galaxy Cup right now are running a 2v2s tourney. Let me see. Yeah. So if you all have not had enough Brawlhalla watching experience for the day, have I got news for you. Like there is always more Brawlhalla to be played in the day. So I'll go link to that in a minute. Cool. Just one last thing to set up, but yeah, we'll cut to the end things. Cool. Bill, hope you all have a great afternoon now, and I'll see you all soon.